months. Victor's Home Solutions.
Victor's installs the highest quality roofs available for your home, and they take all those negative stereotypes and turn them on their head.
They start with the basics, prompt, follow-up, showing up to appointments on time, and then they go above and beyond with installation teams that are so skilled, so precise, that Victor's is able to offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install.
5-star customer service and perfect installation. You're going to be really impressed with Victor's. They're the only roofer Hammer and I recommend to our listeners. It all starts with a free 21-point roof inspection. Call 1-866-VICTORS or victors.com.
All right, overnight road construction still constructing right now as we check out Pike Township and northbound 65 heading up to Boone County. Stop and go traffic from West 71st up to 865 to Dogleg because of construction. Westbound 465 is mostly cleared up, still a little bit slow at Ditch, and westbound 865 slow getting to I-65 again because of road construction. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push to talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For a limited time, get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code radio for an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Wait, we have Marcus Bailey back?
I'm back.
Is he not back?
I am back.
See, that's what I thought. I thought you were
here.
back. But I wasn't.
Yes, sir.
I wasn't sure. So I had to check. Now I know.
I'm sorry to disappoint.
No, please. Please, no, it's fine. We have learned to accept you, warts and all. And we say welcome to our home for misfit children.
I appreciate that. I kind of get the same treatment at home too, Tony, so it goes all right.
Oh, we were trying to do better than that. You're right.
I appreciate it. Hey, hot and humid today. No major changes to the forecast. Partly cloudy. There could be a few scattered downpours. Again, few and far between. You get under one, there's going to be some heavy rain showers later this afternoon. It's going to be 87 for your high today. Feels like temperatures into the mid-90s again this afternoon. Any rain chances going on this afternoon diminish with the heating of the day going away after sunset. Mid-evening will be mostly cloudy overnight, a low of 72. Same thing for your Wednesday, partly cloudy, some scattered afternoon storms, a high of 87. Thursdays, there's a slightly better chance with a cold front moving through for some scattered showers and storms. Thursday's high up to 88. Friday, mostly sunny. I think we're going to be dry as we kind of kick off the All-Star Weekend festivities. Friday's highs into the mid-80s.
That is Marcus Bailey of Wish TV. Appreciate it, Marcus. Thank you. 71 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:07. Drones, cameras, and text lines, oh my. Everything is set to make sure that people have a very safe WNBA All-Star Weekend. And then we can get back to our murders. Hold on. No, that's just rude. That's just... Okay. All right, well, just discussing a problem. I'm just discussing a problem. What I find interesting is that you're utilizing all these resources and there's no begging for peace. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. To the credit of the IMPD chief, Chief Bailey, they have reached out to agree to an interview, so we're putting that together. And I will absolutely bring that to you. Hopefully it will all come together. They did respond. I want you to know it. Of course, it's All-Star Weekend. I want people to have an absolutely spectacular time while they're here. I want them to spend their money, and then I want them to go. So IMPD will be using public safety cameras, mobile trailer cameras, and drones. So in order to have a safe city, you need a police state. In order to have a safe city, you need to be Beijing for a weekend. Not cool. No, what they're going to say is, Tony, what do you want us to do here? And this is my argument. I want to be proactive about these things. I didn't say not have a stronger presence. Have a stronger presence. But I think part of that is a level of zero tolerance that the first time there's an arrest, everybody hears, oh, damn, these guys are serious, and nobody acts the fool. And that has to happen long before the WNBA All-Star Weekend gets here. It's a mindset. It's an attitude. And it comes certainly when you've got a prosecutor willing to do the job, and no one believes that in Ryan Mears. No one believes you, Ryan Mears. No one. We get what you're about. You're like Ketanji Brown Jackson on the court. It's just about dissent, not actually about the job at hand. But you can get public safety alerts. You can text All-Star 25. All-Star 25 to 67283. That's the number, 67283. And you text All-Star 25, and you'll get public safety updates. Then there's an app where you can say, hey, there's a problem over here. There's, of course, closures that are going to be happening all over the place. I want people to have a good time. And I want people to eat well and drink well. And if you need restaurant recommendations, we got you covered. Right? You know the big places. What about all the small places where you can have a fantastic meal? We will help. We will get you the right spots. Looking forward to the weekend. Looking forward to it being fantastic for the city. But look at all they're willing to do for one weekend. And look at how little seems to be done for every other weekend of the year. It's as if we didn't have conferences or events, we wouldn't have a real commitment to safety. And the commitment to safety isn't about a failure of the IMPD to stop every shooting, but rather a failure of leadership to address why these things happen, why this violence happens, why our city is failing itself. We'll get into it. Tony Katz, that's me, by the way. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? 93 WIBC, good morning.
This is Alex Brown. A new program targets Indiana's teacher shortage. More at 6:32 on Inside Indiana Business. Brought to you by the 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA.
All the heat, what is your plan to deal with it? The one and only call is Masters Heating and Cooling. That's the plan. That's all you need. Right now, Masters Heating and Cooling can get you $1,000 off your new AC system, a full system replacement. And they've got 0% financing for up to 60 months with qualified system purchases. Restrictions apply. Call for details. Masters Heating and Cooling takes fantastic care of my family. They've fixed my system. They have replaced parts of my system. My home is cool. My family is cool. Everybody's happy. That's a good thing. Talk to Masters Heating and Cooling about making sure your family is cool and happy this summer. David, the general manager, the whole team do great work, and they're going to do great work for you as well. Masters Heating and Cooling, 317-567-9505. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-567-9505. Masters Heating and Cooling. 567-9505 or online at mastersindy.com. That's mastersindy.com.
Jim Schrader, IT Director for Lakota and SMC Trailers and Viaggio Pontoon Boats, has a solid reason for selecting Applied Innovation.
With companies, the bottom line comes to dollars and cents. It really does. And when we consolidated all our printing needs with Applied, we got rid of all these onesies, twosies desktops that we were having to take care of and got the big MFPs and strategically placed them.
And with the Applied Innovation Printing Solution,
we're saving about $25,000 a year between the three companies by doing that. And of course, everybody's like, oh, well, what if I need to print privately or this or that? You know, they've helped me set up private print, direct print, coded print, all that stuff.
You're sold on Applied Innovation.
If you're looking for great service, attentiveness, and a fantastic product, Applied is the place to go. Applied is Johnny on the spot, literally.
Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com.
Talking on the phone is difficult if you've been exposed to loud noises over time. Combat veterans, factory workers, farmers, gun and motorcycle enthusiasts can have trouble hearing on the telephone. Relay Indiana helps return clarity to your phone conversations. A free service providing telecom accessibility, Relay Indiana allows hard of hearing users to have normal phone conversations through specially trained relay operators. Relay Indiana also provides free loaned equipment to those who qualify. Get the captioned telephone from Relay Indiana. Visit relayindiana.com now.
Guys, fight back against low energy with TRT at Low T Center. TRT has never been easier with the new app powered by Synergen X Health.
Take the test, get the results, and control the treatment right from your phone. Book right now while the test is free. FixMyLowT.com.
Traffic on the fives. Matthew Bear in the WIBC Traffic Center. What's happening?
Yeah, Tony, looking on the northwest side, it's Pike Township, northbound 65, stop and go from 465 past West 86th Street because of overnight road construction. The front of that line starting to get out of here a little bit better. Looking at westbound 865, and that still has road construction before the 865 interchange. It has us backed up past Salem Road. Again, this is overnight construction. Hopefully they'll pick up all those cones here before too long. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For a limited time, get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code RADIO for an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
71 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:16.
Some things can steal your sunshine.
Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken. Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Fostech is the family-owned business that makes incredible firearms right here in Indiana. Fostech, created by 2 career firefighters and 1 U.S. Air Force veteran. They create special, unique firearms, American craftsmanship, meeting cutting-edge technology. Their Origin 12 shotgun is the envy of the industry, and all their products are designed, machined, assembled, and tested right here in Indiana. Visit Fostech to find a dealer near you, or follow Fostech on Facebook and Instagram at Fostech_Inc. Fostech, Fostech, Fostech.com.
The Attorney General's Office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every week. Visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov or text Tony Katz to 46220 today.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
I think it's very important to know, first of all, kind of the days of the United States sending unlimited taxpayer dollars to defend Ukraine are over. President Trump has made a very smart decision and an agreement with NATO, which says Europe and Canada will pay for the weapons. The United States will manufacture them. Obviously, we make the best weapons systems in the world, and everyone wants them, and we're going to prioritize those going to Ukraine. And what this says also to Vladimir Putin, I think, is very loud and clear, which is, we've given you a chance for peace. President Trump is a peacemaker, but if you want war, we will arm Ukraine, and Europe will pay for it. It's actually, I think, a great step in ultimately bringing this war to a conclusion.
I like Matt Whitaker, the ambassador to NATO. He was also, was he the acting attorney general? Yeah, he was. Whitaker's always been very nice, and I think he's very much a straight shooter. I understand in this situation, he also has to engage the party line. But I would bet real money that even with NATO buying the weapons that are now going to come from the U.S. that will end up in the hands of Ukraine to fight back against the Russians, even though Donald Trump takes it personally, Vladimir Putin's rebuff of him, which has been obvious and clear and very, very public and very, very purposeful from Vladimir Putin. The idea that somehow secondary tariffs in 50 days are going to bring Vladimir Putin to the table and there's going to be a peace deal, that is wish casting. That's not coming. I want Whitaker to be right. Absolutely wish casting. Tariffs won't move the needle. Force. That moves the needle with the Russians. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. What's going on? Find everything at WIBC.com. Producer Carl puts up all the stories. You should be reading them, getting the podcast, doing everything. WIBC.com. The weapons include everything, according to President Trump, although I'm not 100% sure what everything is. But I think what he means is offensive as well as defensive weaponry. The Patriots, every last little bit of it. But all of this is to try and create a deal with Vladimir Putin. All of this is about trying to get something done and giving this time frame of 50 days. Putin is clear. He's not coming to the table. He's not interested. He doesn't want it. Wants no part of it. He's an expansionist power. He wants these areas of Ukraine, and he's not going to go without land. That hasn't changed in the slightest. And no one should think that it has. He's going to want something. Trump is absolutely willing to make a deal that tells Ukraine you have to give up something. That whole conversation with Trump and the leader of NATO, Mark Rutte, Secretary General, I believe is the phrase. Ukraine has to be willing to deal too, and we'll get them to. You and I, Mr. President, we'll get them to. That is you're going to give up land. I don't think that has changed. I don't think that entire view has changed. Even with this, they're going to face sanctions and tariffs if they do not sign a ceasefire deal in 50 days. I don't think they care. I don't think Vladimir Putin cares at all. I think he's got China on his side, and he's willing to have this fight. He's just willing to let the troops die. He doesn't care how many people die each and every month. That is a Trump issue. That is not a Putin issue. Anything can change. I'm just saying here's what the history tells us. And the history says that there's nothing within this new conversation that forces Putin to move. Because we don't know what the arms are yet. We don't know where they're going to be deployed, how they're going to be deployed, and they haven't resulted in any losses. Putin will wait and see. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court gives Trump another win, this time in education. 6-3 decision allowing the Trump administration to begin mass layoffs in the education department. Why some judge thought that the executive can't do this is, well, beyond me. The setting up of the Department of Education means there has to be a certain number of employees in the Department of Education. That's an irrational point of view. And the whole conversation is about how you end the Department of Education, which, allow me to say, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Carl. Thank you. Bravissimo. It hasn't done us any good. It hasn't created any value whatsoever. It has to go. And I understand that there are people out there who will tell you how great it is, but they're people who believe in the entity existing for its sake, as opposed to the entity existing for its value. There is no value to the Department of Education. None. The dissent from the progressives, Sonia Sotomayor, Elena Kagan, Ketanji Brown Jackson, is something else. The dissent from Sotomayor is 18 pages. I have it as 18. Producer Carl had it at 19. Over 18. 18 and a half pages. And she is infuriated, is Sonia Sotomayor. The court's decision, quote, hands the executive the power to repeal statutes by firing all those necessary to carry them out. The president can fire whomever the president chooses to fire. And why would anybody think there's a certain amount of people necessary in order for something to work? Why would Sonia Sotomayor assume you need thousands of employees or tens of thousands of employees? What if hundreds could do the job? Why can't that decision be made? But once again, it is an argument that somehow the actual shrinking of a department is the sin. You have the district judge who had written back in May, a department without enough employees to perform statutorily, mandated functions is not a department at all. This court cannot be asked to cover its eyes while the department's employees are continuously fired and units are transferred out until the department becomes a shell of itself. Yeah, you can. As a matter of fact, you don't have any say in it at all. None. The idea that you do is madness. You say to me, well, this goes against what it was that Congress was trying to do. If you were to say to me that here are the core functions of the Department of Education, and because of these firings, those functions cannot be completed anymore, you'd have a conversation. But we would then have to ask, what exactly are those functions? What does it mean to be completed in a timely manner? You get into a lot of gray there. What the left is upset about is that the right is utilizing their rules against them, making these changes within the confines of the law. Is it an end around? In some ways, yes. Do I believe in coming at it directly? Absolutely. Get Congress to vote, end the Department of Education, sell off all the desks, and turn the whole thing into the world's largest royal pen. I'm talking about 3 floors of laser tag, the whole thing. Can't wait to see it. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
Looking at northbound 65, that road work is lifted, but we still have some traffic to clear out from 465 up to West 71st Street, and we are slow before the dog leg as we approach 865. Now, westbound 865 jammed up, man, all the way back to Ford Road, and that is because of overnight construction that hasn't quite lifted yet. Looking at northbound 65 on the south side, slowing down before Raymond because of a construction zone. Traffic sponsored by Ingledown Tree Experts. From storm damage to deep root care, Ingledown Tree Experts keep your trees strong, safe, and beautiful. Call today or visit ingledowntreeexperts.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the Vibes. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
Obama tells the Democrats it's time to toughen up.
Join us Tuesday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Pat Sullivan here for Gutter Helmet. Summer is upon us, and so are pesky maple seed whirlybirds clogging your gutters. Make the smart choice now. Say goodbye to the mess with the ultimate gutter protection. Gutter Helmet keeps the seed pods and small debris out so your gutters stay clear and your home stays protected. No more climbing ladders or scooping gunk. Gutter Helmet's patented design handles up to 22 inches of rain per hour, more than enough for the summer downpour. Water flows freely and debris slides right off. Join thousands of happy Central Indiana homeowners. Get Gutter Helmet and enjoy peace of mind all summer. Since 1981, Gutter Helmet has been America's #1 choice for gutter protection. It works on my own home every time. Gutter Helmet is offering a 17% discount plus 12 months no interest financing good through July. Restrictions apply and cannot be combined with other offers. Call 800-5HELMET or go to gutterhelmetindy.com and never clean your gutters again.
You know that feeling of a fresh, clean home? This is Denny Smith for Zero Res, and Zero Res is celebrating National Carpet Cleaning Month with a great summer special. Get 3 rooms Zero Resified and get 1 room free and $50 off air duct cleaning too. Just think about everything that's always left behind in and on your floors. Dirt, dust, allergens, pet dander, and stains. Vacuuming is just not sufficient to maintain the cleanliness and lifespan of carpet. Zero Res can clean virtually any surface in your home. And remember, Zero Res's patented ZR water cleans with no soaps, no residue, and no harsh chemicals. It's clean, safe, and effective. And that's why they have a 4.9 rating on Google with over 5,000 reviews. With the aftermath of graduation parties, summer barbecues, holidays, and family festivities, it really is time to call in the Zero Res pros to do the pit stop on your floors. Just call Zero Res, mention WIBC, and when you get 3 rooms Zero Resified, you'll get 1 room free and $50 off air duct cleaning too. ZeroResIndy.com.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon you wish would never end.
The homemade taste of Bluebell and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
You'll be one smart cookie when you try Bluebell Cookie Cake Ice Cream. A sweet cream ice cream loaded with chocolate chip cookie cake pieces and swirls of chocolate and vanilla icing. This cookie cake ice cream really takes the cake.
The good old days are being made right now.
The good old days are being made right now.
Look for Bluebell Ice Cream at your local grocer and pick up your favorite flavor today.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Trump's taking a trip to the Keystone State. Your radar is clear. It's 72 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 86 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:30. President Trump focuses on powering the future of technology as he meets with industry leaders in Pennsylvania today.
President Trump and the world's top leaders in energy and artificial intelligence meeting at Pittsburgh's Carnegie Mellon University, highlighting Pennsylvania's potential to lead the AI revolution.
That's Fox's Jeff Manasso. Colorado prosecutors today will lay out evidence in the firebomb attack on Jewish demonstrators that took the life of an 82-year-old woman.
Cops say Mohammed Sabri Solomon told them that he intended to kill the roughly 20 participants at the weekly demonstration on Boulder's Pedestrian Mall. He's charged with throwing 2 Molotov cocktails while yelling "Free Palestine" as the group of Jews marched in support of Israeli hostages in Gaza. Solomon, an Egyptian national, has been living in the United States illegally with his family.
That's Fox's Gary Baumgarten reporting. Gas prices have been going down lately, and Trilby Lundberg of the Lundberg Survey talks about what's playing out on the national scene.
Gasoline prices have dropped 9 cents per gallon in the past couple of weeks, and the price for regular grade now averages $3.22, and it's a big discount from a year ago, 39 cents lower now.
And you're probably paying about $2.95 a gallon this morning across the capital city, says Gas Buddy, a 15-cent drop from this time last week. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes. It's 6:32.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Alex Brown. Marian University is launching a new apprenticeship program aimed at addressing Indiana's growing teacher shortage. Leanne Kwiatkowski, Dean of the Klipsch Educators College at Marian, says the Grow Your Own Teacher Apprenticeship program is designed to support current non-licensed school employees in grades K through 6 by giving them a pathway to become licensed teachers.
We know that we have many schools that are struggling to fill all their classrooms. And then secondly, we've heard from principals that they have some outstanding instructional assistants in classrooms that they would love to get up in front of classrooms. So this really will solve both of those.
The new program will launch this fall. AdKev, a manufacturer of injected molded parts for the automotive, industrial, and appliance markets in the Newton County town of Goodland, is adding to its portfolio. The company has acquired Illinois-based Winsler Gear, though financial terms were not disclosed. Elkhart-based ITR Concession Company, the operator of the Indiana Toll Road, has announced upcoming overnight closures for 3 of its toll plazas in Elkhart and St. Joseph counties for toll lane safety improvements. The first closure will begin next Monday at the Mishawaka Exit 83, running through August 2nd. This is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Today, you either innovate or evaporate. We are accelerating the pursuit of progress. From the foods we eat to the heights we soar, because this is Indiana, the innovation capital of the world. We rally visionaries across industries, investing connections as much as capital, and fuel our founders from dorm room to boardroom. Fuel your innovation with Elevate Ventures. Visit elevateventures.com.
We build Indiana. The Laborers International Union of North America builds and maintains roads, bridges, and other essential infrastructure that make us the crossroads of America. So thanks to LIUNA members' work, Hoosiers have a better quality of life, like access to utilities, easier routes to jobs, schools, or medical care, and deliveries keep moving. We build Indiana for good jobs and stronger communities. The Laborers International Union of North America. We are LIUNA.
A proposed $832 million data center project in Michigan City does not have the support of city leaders, with Mayor Angie Nelson Deutsch saying the city and the developer could not come to an agreement on tax abatements. The project has already received tax abatements from the Indiana Economic Development Corporation that would total $42 million over 35 years if the build-out happens as planned. However, the mayor said the end user's proposal had, quote, limited job creation and no assurances of community reinvestment or substantial tax impact, end quote. I'm Alex Brown for 93 WIBC.
All right, overnight construction still has a slow on the northwest side. Westbound 865, stop and go from Ford 265, and northbound 65, a little bit slow around the 65 ramps again from 86th Street up to 865. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, B Window is extending their employee discount to you. Get 55% off all products and services, plus 18 months, no interest or payments. Trust a local, trust employee owned, trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
What do we have? I have no idea. It's changing all the time. 71 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:36. We check on sports. Ryan Hedrick, he hates the home run derby.
I do hate the home run derby. That's why I'm not going to talk about it. Indiana Fever forward Aaliyah Boston returned home to Massachusetts Monday, Tony, and it was recognized at the State House as Aaliyah Boston Day, July 14th, 25. And the Fever played the Connecticut Sun in Boston tonight.
Yeah, it's super special. Every time we play the Sun and we're in Connecticut, my family comes to visit, but I think being literally right down the road is super exciting, and it's a blessing.
And Boston is now the part owner of the National Women's Soccer League club, Boston Legacy FC. The Fever play tonight at 8. The Indiana Pacers lost their summer league game to the Chicago Bulls, but nobody was talking about that. Instead, they were talking about this dunk by Johnny Furphy.
One night, Jim. I need Buddy to be healthy. Oh my goodness. Cocked it way back. I think we'll see SportsCenter tonight with that one.
And he soared up and thundered the dunk directly over the defender's outstretched arms on NBA TV. Final score 114-105. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Trust employee owned. B Windows extending our employee discount to you, up to 55% off, plus 18 months, no interest, no payments. Trust your home to be.
Want some whiskey in your water, sugar in your tea? What's all this crazy questioning?
Show is live streaming. You can get it at the YouTube channel 93WIBC, on the Twitter X 93WIBC. Easy to do. Tony Katz, 93WIBC. Good morning. What's going on? Great to be with you. Check out the new studio look, and we have pie. We can't share it online, but we have it. There are still those who want to fight the decision of the Secret Service to suspend a series of Secret Service agents for their failures regarding what took place a year ago in Butler, Pennsylvania. The idea that you would somehow think that the actions of the Secret Service that day were laudable is laughable. And while absolutely there are specific agents who you could point to, and certainly an investigation could show this, failing to do their work, it is Kim Cheadle, the former director, who shows herself at the very top of the list of the most despicable, the most abhorrent, someone who not only should have lost their job, but there should be a real question about what was allowed. Warnings that took place that were never heeded, information that was not shared with I would argue that the Trump protective detail. We're in a place of not just failure, but a willingness to somehow excuse the failure by saying, okay, let's move on. It's a weird thing that's happening. This idea of let's move on. Absolutely not. One has to learn from the mistakes, and those who made the mistakes need to be outed for them. It wasn't a failure of an idea. It was a failure of communication. Accept this at your own peril. And so there's story after story after story about how the threats were not communicated to the Trump team, the total failure regarding technology, the total failure regarding communication at the event itself. Local police, Secret Service, and others did not have any ability to talk to one another. Horrifying stuff. And when you take a look at where the site was for the event, and you take a look at where this building was, the idea that there was no sniper on the roof, there was nobody on that roof, it's impossible. And that's why you have people saying this is clearly purposeful. This was allowed. I think those people have the argument. And as we have often discussed, this wasn't some cabal where people went about planning and they were drawing things on the back of a diner placemat. You put ignorant people in positions of power who have the same mindset, and you allow for the bad thing to happen through the incompetence. The progressivism is what did this, not a cabal, not some planned out thing to murder the president of the United States. It was the progressivism, the focus on the wrong things and the purposeful focusing on the wrong things that led to the bad result, because that's how it works. And in progressivism, that is not a bug. That's a feature. Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Another update is just minutes away.
President Trump meeting with NATO's leader.
The Ukrainians are going to receive very sophisticated military.
Hear the news.
Still 1 year later, we don't know enough about the man who tried to kill Donald Trump.
Thomas Matthew Crooks fired 8 shots.
As events happen,
7 people died in separate shootings over the weekend.
We'll happen to be there.
2-year-old girl and a 12-year-old boy.
On the level, on the go.
Fever won back-to-back games.
93 WIBC Mobile News.
It was way past time to refire, get my retirement portfolio going again, get it moving again, and I was wound up, man. just anxious. Choosing the right financial advisor is overwhelming, but I got this one right. I called Trajan Wealth and spoke with them. Matt Bear here. Hey, the fiduciary advisors at Trajan Wealth, they didn't try to sell me on anything. They did treat me like family. So I was like, I'm in. I feel secure. I now have peace of mind when it comes to my post-work life. Let my friends at Trajan Wealth help you craft an income plan to meet your goals. Call 317-480-4040 or visit TrajanWealth.com. Your first consultation is free. Trajan is different from their competitors. They don't make commissions. They don't sell you something you don't need. It's talking. It's learning. Putting you first, the individual. Call today and learn more. 317-480-4040 or visit TrajanWealth.com. Remember, your first appointment is on them. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, and SEC registered investment advisor. Paid advertisement.
You know, sometimes dealing with home service contractors can be frustrating, whether it's missed appointments, sloppy workmanship, or just a general sense of indifference about helping you. Frustrating hardly describes that experience, Hammer.
And that's why we want to welcome a new advertiser to the Hammer and Nigel family, somebody you're going to be hearing quite a bit about in the coming months, Victor's Home Solutions.
Victor's installs the highest quality roofs available for your home, and they take all those negative stereotypes and turn them on their head.
They start with the basics, prompt, follow-up, showing up to appointments on time. And then they go above and beyond with installation teams that are so skilled, so precise, that Victor's is able to offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install.
5-star customer service and perfect installation. You're going to be really impressed with Victor's. They're the only roofer Hammer and I recommend to our listeners. It all starts with a free 21-point roof inspection. Call 1-866-VICTORS or victors.com.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what are you doing?
Pike Township, Tony, still seeing a bit of a slowdown here on northbound 65 before 79th up to 865. It's because of construction. Same thing with westbound 865, slow after Ford Road into the Dog Lake, the 865 interchange with I-65. South side, northbound 65, stop and go before Raymond up to the south split because of construction, and westbound 70 slow into the north split out to Meridian Penn on northbound 65. Traffic sponsored by Ingle Down Tree Experts. From storm damage to deep root care, Ingle Down Tree Experts keep your trees strong, safe, and beautiful. Call today or visit IngleDownTreeExperts.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
71 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:45.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hi, this is Chris Cox, owner of Chimney Solutions, Indiana. We're celebrating our 10th year in business. Call this month to take advantage of 10% off all chimney sweeps and inspections. We're also celebrating the opening of our new fireplace showroom on 86th Street and Lafayette Road. Come and experience our exclusive lines of wood-burning and gas fireplaces.
Call 317-557-6979 or chimneyindy.com.
Listen to Hammer and Nigel all week long for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Earth, Wind, and Fire, July 23rd at Everwise Amphitheater. Details at 93 WIBC.
The Hendricks County 4-H Fair is back July 13th through the 19th in Danville. A state fair experience at county fair prices. Catch all the action with the truck and tractor pull, lawn and garden tractor pull, the championship rodeo, and the always wild demolition derby. Plus rides, games, and more at the Greatest Midway, brought to you by Drew Expositions. Get your discount tickets now at 4hcomplex.org. The Hendricks County 4-H Fair, July 13th through 19th. A state fair experience at county fair prices.
Looking for a cozy spot to relax, work, or grab your coffee to go? LC Coffee House in Noblesville, Indiana has you covered. Try our indulgent affogato, a sweet blend of espresso and ice cream. Or sample our coffee flights to discover your perfect brew. In a rush, our drive-thru is ready to serve you fast and fresh. Need a space to collaborate? We offer meeting rooms perfect for co-working. Whether you're grabbing a quick drink or spending the day with us, LC Coffee House is the place to be.
Maha is winning. It just is. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. And I'll do something I rarely do. 317-239-9393. I don't know. I'm in the mood. Call in. We could talk Make America Healthy Again. I'll talk about anything you like. 239-9393. Feel free. Go to it. The world of ice cream, going along with Robert Kennedy Jr., in a conference that he held with the Agriculture Secretary, Brooke Rollins, and the FDA Commissioner, Dr. Makari. They are going to be working with the International Dairy Foods Association to put an end to artificial colors in ice cream products. Cool. It cannot be said enough. This idea of make America healthy again is working, and I think it has to do, in large part, with the fact that Kennedy, who I said I did not want as Health and Human Services Secretary, I still stand by that, by the way. His approach is, here's the data. We don't need to do this. How about you help us in not doing this?
When we came in 6 months ago and we said we're going to get rid of the 9 petroleum-based synthetic dyes that are in our food that cause ADHD, that are associated with cancers and all kinds of a grim inventory of other health injuries, people laughed and they said we'd never be able to do it. But what happened today, which is the dairy industry has now made a commitment to get rid of all dyes by the end of 2026. And some of them are already taking action. Some of them already gotten rid of the dyes. We now have, with this contribution, with this commitment, we now have about 40% of the food industry that's already made that commitment. And 35% of the food industry had already gotten rid of the dyes. So we're very proud of this public-private partnership. I'm very grateful for our partnership with Brooke and with our partnership with the industry. We cannot make America healthy again without the cooperation of the American farmers and American industry, and they are stepping up to the plate, and we're very grateful to them.
It's a win. Now, part of it certainly is the idea of you either get on board or you're the ones who didn't get on board. Right? The idea that somehow this is government laying a hand on things, laying a thumb on things. That's absolutely can be the case. But I think that there are people who want to get on board with this. You saw Steak and Shake do this with beef tallow. I did not know. And I do not know how Hamilton County thinks they're doing this and not bringing it here. The whole Tenderloin Trail they're doing in Hamilton County, it's crazy. At Big Hoffa's Barbecue, and full disclosure, I know Big Hoffa's. I do work with Big Hoffa's. Adam Hoffman, who owns Big Hoffa's, was very helpful in writing the book, Let's Go Barbecue. They are part of this. So these are restaurants all across Hamilton County that do tenderloins. And so they offer them up on Tuesdays. They offer them up every day of the week. But Tuesdays, it's Tuesday Tenderloin Tuesdays, and the Tenderloin Trail. He fries his in beef tallow. The tenderloin is done in beef tallow. And when you get there and the line's out the door, yeah, you'll know why. But if you do go to Hoffa's today, I am not paid for this. Please don't get me wrong. Just make sure you tell them that Tony Katz sent you, and that they know it. I don't know. I just felt like flooding him today. But there are a lot of cool places doing this. But, like, he's doing it in the beef tallow. And that's a very RFK thing to do, although he's a kind of, if you've ever met the owner of Big Hoffa's, he's very into the organic thought process for sure. Let me go to Matt. I told you I'm going to go to the phone. So rare. Wait, is it Matt as in Matt Bear, producer Carl? Is Matt Bear on the phone?
Tony, first-time caller and listening here for a while. And just wanted to say that. Sorry.
Matt, welcome to the show, Matt. What's going on?
Hey, good morning, Tony. On the terms of maha, which in my opinion means meat, and as much as you can eat, I had a question for you, the rib connoisseur. Cheating, sacrilege, or genius, you're low on time, you're low on availability. Putting the ribs slow cooked in the oven and finishing on the smoker, is that cheating, sacrilege, or genius?
It's totally fine. It's not cheating, it's not sacrilege, and it's not genius, but it's the other way. The smoke first, then the oven. Smoke first, get it in there, and you can do that with depending on the type of rib, with a few hours, and then you can finish in the oven. And that way you've got more control over things. You can do them as you need them. No, not cheating at all, not a sacrilege in the slightest. And you can also do it with a brisket. And I know people will consider that sacrilege. Once the smoke is in, whether you've had it on there for, depending on the size of the brisket, let's say, I'll say 6 hours. Like, you could take that off and you could do it in the oven. Fingers Malloy, who I do Eat, Drink, Smoke with, will tell you how he has done this with high heat in the oven, which I think is sacrilege, and he swears by it. So absolutely doable, but it's the other way. The smoke first, then finish off in the oven. Get the smoke in. Now you're just bringing it to temperature. That's what the oven's for. Absolutely fine. Look at that. Look at that. Getting America full of meat. And no, maha does not mean meat. Although, yeah, you could sell me on that one in a big way. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
Looking at northbound 65, construction slowdown. Running from West 71st up to 865 and northbound 65 stop and go traffic through the north split out to Meridian Penn. On the south side, a little bit of a construction slow as we go northbound 65 from Keystone Avenue up to the south split as they add another travel lane to I-65 in that area. Work that's going to take about another year and a half. Traffic sponsored by Ingledow Tree Experts. From storm damage to deep root care, Ingledow Tree Experts keep your trees strong, safe, and beautiful. Call today or visit IngledowTreeExperts.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Are you struggling with bad feet? Hi, this is Phoebe, and at the Good Feet store, we hear a lot about foot, knee, hip, and back pain. I'd like you to hear what Kelsey, a kinesiologist, has to say about the Good Feet Arch Support System.
As an exercise specialist, I've seen all kinds of things that people try to put in their shoes to get out of pain. What I really like about the Good Feet system is that they support all 4 arches in the foot.
So, did you know you had 4 arches in each foot? Most shoes and inserts only support 1. Maybe that's the reason all the remedies you've tried in the past just didn't work.
When the foot's placed in the ideal position, everything else up the kinetic chain works better. You have better balance, more energy, you're gonna feel better. Being able to move freely and out of pain means everything to me. And good movement starts with the feet.
We're located in Castleton by the Fashion Mall or in Greenwood just off the 65. Learn more at goodfeet.com. Good Feet Arch Supports are HSA and FSA eligible. Book an appointment for your free personalized fitting at goodfeet.com or just stop in. Walk-ins are welcome. Helping people live pain-free, 2 feet at a time.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could it be lower testosterone?
Lower T.
Happens to most guys after 40. I was in the same boat until I started using Nugenix Total T2.
Total T2, the new one I've seen on TV.
Yep, it's the next generation testosterone booster for both free and total testosterone. It's packed with even more man-boosting power, sending nitric oxide levels skyrocketing in just 3 hours.
It actually works?
I feel like I'm in my 20s again. I've got more energy, better results in the gym, and things are even better in the bedroom. Send them a text and get a complimentary bottle.
Text now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the #1 testosterone brand at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, absolutely free. Text Rocky to 369-369. That's ROCKY to 369-369. Rocky to 369-369.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Did you know up to 50% of outdoor water use is wasted? And did you know that there are things you can do to help change that? Indiana American Water suggests that you water early or late in the day to reduce evaporation. Also, be sure to fix any leaks and skip watering when rain is in the forecast. Consider rain barrels, mulch your garden, and use drip irrigation for your plants. Be water wise. Conserve today, sustain tomorrow. Find more conservation tips at Indiana American Water's Wise Water Use Resources at indianaamwater.com.
Summer's in full swing, so come get that hot summer deal at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get $20,000 off select 2024 Lincoln Navigators, plus 0% for 72 months. Or lease a new 2025 Lincoln Corsair for just $499 per month at Tom Roush Lincoln in Fishers.
Navigator MSRP $110,425. Corsair MSRP $53,915. 3,500 due at lease signing. 0 security deposit. 36 months. 10,500 miles per year. Offers good through 7/31/2025. Subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details.
Tony Katz here for Premier Arms in Brownsburg, Central Indiana's premier arms dealer. They have over 1,200 firearms in stock, the largest selection of used firearms in the area, from pre-Civil War to modern guns. Premier Arms has always put their customers ahead of their profits. They always have ammunition available when a customer buys a firearm. Everyone can find what they're looking for at Premier Arms in Brownsburg, 3754 South Green Street. Find them online at premierarms.com. Premierarms.com. Tell them Tony Katz sent you.
An official message from Medicare.
I turned 65 this year. I knew it was time to figure out Medicare, and I had questions, like when to enroll and how to enroll. So I went straight to the official source, Medicare.gov, to get the facts about Medicare. I found answers to all my questions, and I'm ready to get started. And so can you. Just go to Medicare.gov to get the real facts about Medicare.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, gunshots and a child inside of a home. What police dealt with last night. Safety is what Indianapolis leaders are talking about with the WNBA All-Star Game right around the corner, and what a Hoosier company is doing to give back. After Fox News, you are listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It's 7 o'clock.
They can resume shrinking the Department of Education. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. The Supreme Court gives the Trump administration a green light to lay off nearly 1,400 workers, lifting a judge's order blocking that, sending the case back to an appeals court. Education Secretary Linda McMahon tells Fox.
This lifts the handcuffs off of what we've been trying to do, which really is to get education back to the states.
Part of a broader effort to eliminate the cabinet-level department, even as the legal challenge continues. The Supreme Court's 3 liberal justices noted their dissents. Justice Sonia Sotomayor says only Congress can eliminate the department, and the judiciary has a duty to check lawlessness, not expedite it.
That's Fox's Jared Halpern of the White House. 23 Democrat-led states also filed another lawsuit trying to stop the Education Department from blocking school funding already approved by Congress. The U.S. is sending a lot more military aid, including air defense missiles, to Ukraine, paid for by NATO, with President Trump saying he's very unhappy with Russia, demanding an end to the war or else economic sanctions.
If we don't have a deal in 50 days, tariffs at about 100%, you'd call them secondary tariffs. You know what that means.
Well, those would hit Russia's trading partners. Today, the president will go to Pittsburgh for an innovation summit with dozens of CEOs focused on investments in energy and AI. There are still flood alerts this morning, from North Carolina into Virginia up to Delaware, after heavy rain flooded some streets and basements, leading to a state of emergency declared in New Jersey.
We got close to 8 inches of rain in Pennsylvania, 7 inches close in New Jersey, and the second wettest hour on record for New York. So we got over 2 inches of rain in less than an hour.
Fox meteorologist Janice Steen, that rain and flooding snarled travel in the Northeast, canceling more than 2,000 flights. Another 500 grounded today, many from Newark, New York, Philadelphia, Washington. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
They were searching for a convicted felon. Your radar is clear. It's 71 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 86 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:02. A search warrant led the cops to an apartment along East Washington Street in Indianapolis last night. State Police Sergeant John Perrine says a task force knocked on the door as part of the warrant.
A short time later, another knock on the door, still no answer. Then they heard a gunshot from inside. Once the gunshot went off, the officers retreated away from the door, and 2 people came from inside the apartment out.
And police says those people were a man and a toddler. The man was taken into custody. The child is safe inside. The cops found another man dead from what appeared to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. No officers fired their weapons. You've likely heard the WNBA All-Star Game is coming to Indianapolis this weekend. Jarrett Lewis reports on how leaders are getting ready to keep you safe.
IMPD Chief Chris Bailey says officers are ready to implement proper safety measures for WNBA All-Star Week in Indianapolis after yet another violent weekend around downtown.
My message has come with a level of peace. You can control your behavior. I can't control
everyone's behavior in the city. If I could, we wouldn't have any shootings.
There have been multiple fatalities this month from gun violence. Mayor Joe Hogg said,
I would encourage everyone to come downtown. If they want to come downtown, just don't bring a gun with you.
The WNBA All-Star Game is Saturday night at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Who's allowed to check your ID at a bar in Indiana? That's part of a new law. The law expands the definition of alcohol servers to include bouncers who have verified IDs at the door. Gas prices have been dropping lately, and Trilby Lundberg of the Lundberg Survey explains how things are playing out nationally.
Gasoline prices have dropped 9 cents per gallon in the past couple of weeks, and the price for regular grade now averages $3.22, and it's a big discount from a year ago, 39 cents lower now.
So you could get gas in some parts of Indianapolis this morning for about $2.70, $2.80 on the west and east sides of the city. A junk removal team in Indianapolis says they're helping build classrooms. Here's John Herrick.
They're called Two Men and a Junk Truck. Brittany Majori is their customer experience director. She says people will donate things to them that they don't need.
If they have things around their home like a desk, filing cabinet, things that teachers can use, they will call us, we'll come pick it up, and then we will get in touch with Teacher's Treasure and schedule a delivery to whatever school may need those items.
Teacher's Treasure is a nonprofit that provides free resources to teachers and students across Marion County. Majori says not only are they supporting educators, they're also reducing landfill waste.
I'm Ryan Hedrick on The Level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 7:05, traffic on the fives. Good morning, Matt Pierce.
What's happening, Ryan? Looking at the northwest side, northbound 65 at 865. The dogleg's still a little bit slow because of earlier construction. Westbound 865 has cleared out, however. Northwest side crash, Michigan Road at 71st. South side, northbound 65 slows Raymond into the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Staples. Have you heard? The Staples Easy button is back with even more easy. Press it for custom prints, shipping services, easy, even passport photos. Staples, that was easy. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings. Is it Tara Hastings?
It is.
Tara Hastings. Wish TV meteorologist, what's going on?
Hey, good morning. We're going to look for another warm and humid afternoon, partly cloudy skies. A few scattered showers and thunderstorms will be possible on and off throughout the day today. It is going to be very warm with highs near 87, but feels like temperatures will be into the lower 90s. Tonight, some of those scattered showers and thunderstorms begin to end. We'll stay with the partly to mostly cloudy skies. Still mild and muggy, lows near 72. Partly cloudy on Wednesday. Another chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the upper 80s and feels like temperatures in the lower 90s. And we'll continue that trend heading into Thursday as well.
That is Tara Hastings right there of Wish TV. Always, Tara. Thank you. Right now, we've got, that's not right. That's right. 71 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:06. To Speaker Houston, Todd Houston, about an interview. They did get back to us. We're working on that right now. I should have had that more put together. And then we reached out to Chief Bailey. And Chief Bailey got back to us. As I stated, we want to talk about things happening where we live. But we're not going to talk about things where we don't get our questions answered. That's not what we're here for. The questions are hard. I agree. And Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Great to be with you. Find everything over at WIBC.com. I just wanted to give you the updates, what it is that we're seeing. People are getting back to us. This is good stuff. I'm very, very happy to hear it. I want to see more of it. We have a 17% tariff now, duty, whatever you want to call it, on Mexican tomatoes. Mexico supplies 70% of the U.S. tomato market, which is up from 30% 2 decades ago. The story is over at IBJ.com. That gives me pause. We don't grow tomatoes? Indiana is third. We are behind California and Florida. Our tomatoes go to red golds. It would make sense. Not every tomato. But that in and of itself is an issue. Do we grow the food that we need to grow? Which is a national security conversation as well. But it goes along with, oh gosh, where is it? I thought I had shared it. Someone had posted a map of businesses and what types of businesses led states. And if you were to look at the map from the 80s, what led the vast majority of states was manufacturing. It was the top employer in a state was manufacturing. That was true of Indiana. It still is true of Indiana. In the vast majority of states, the top employer now is healthcare. That is a problem. My father, rest his soul, used to ask the question, if you had a society of 100 people, 50 people worked at the hospital, 50 people were in the hospital, who pays the electric bill? Oh, I grew up differently than you did, just for the sake of clarity. But the argument was sound. Can you really survive like that? Can you really survive where nothing is actually created? The tariff conversation would work much better if it was a conversation about creation, about how we have given these things up. And to that end, for what purpose did we give up the growing of tomatoes? It wasn't worth it anymore? Does that make sense? Or did we make growing tomatoes not worth it anymore? What have we done to the market artificially through regulation or other things to make growing tomatoes not make sense, to make it make more sense for Mexico? I didn't say they were up from 30% 2 decades ago to 37%. They're up from 30% to 70%. That's an abdication of market, it would seem to me. Did they take over somebody else's tomato market and we are only capable of making so many tomatoes? Growing. You get my point. It is concerning. And part of this, we don't care, we're just in the services business world. It never worked. I'm not opposed to service businesses. I am opposed to the idea that somehow we don't grow our own food and we think we're safe. That's pretty ridiculous. Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Hey, just a heads up, the Social Security Administration just announced they're now projected to run out of money 1 year earlier than expected. Your benefits could be cut by as much as 23%, and the average person could lose more than $100,000 in lifetime income. Discover how you could get every penny that's rightfully yours with a free Social Security analysis from Bill Demery, your retirement guy in Indy.
So, if you've saved more than $200,000 but have not yet filed for Social Security, schedule that free analysis right now. Just call 317-648-5120. This is not some off-the-shelf report. This is a customized analysis that could help you get every penny out of your Social Security. And it's free. Call Bill Demery, 317-648-5120. 317-648-5120. Bill Demery, your retirement guy.
Has the unpredictable, fussy Indiana weather knocked around your roof or siding? Call Concrete Exteriors at 317 Roofing or go to CochraneExteriors.com. Matt Barrier. Hey, Concrete Exteriors is now offering free inspections to assess the condition of your home. From blown-offs, full replacements, dings and dents, Concrete Exteriors knows the insurance process and will make your home as good as new as fast as possible with pricing options to meet your heart and home. Help your home find the fountain of roof. For your free, no-obligation consultation, schedule today at CochraneExteriors.com or call 317-ROOFING. Concrete Exteriors, referred for a reason for over 15 years.
Everyone's talking about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation, like your neighbor Brett.
We did Galaxy for the sidewalks and also the porch. The porch had a few pits. Galaxy said that was no problem.
Home or business, Galaxy Concrete Coatings got you covered.
Obviously, with the front sidewalk and step, so we didn't worry about any kind of slipping. You know, you're concerned about that after rain. And then when it did dry, it didn't spot, it didn't stain. It was just like it had been done yesterday.
Lots of styles to choose from, 4 times stronger than epoxy, and it comes with a lifetime warranty.
One thing that my wife commented on was how easy the Galaxy coating swept versus just the bare concrete.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com now. That's Galaxy Concrete Coatings. And remember to like us on Facebook. Galaxy Concrete Coatings. We're out of this world.
We moved here recently. I didn't even think twice about calling anyone else but Galaxy to come do this house.
From military life to a rewarding career in IT, kickstart your new journey in a matter of months in the fields of IT and cybersecurity, including AI. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including VA benefits.
Traffic on the 5s, Matt Bear, what do we know?
Crash Michigan Road at 71st on the northwest side, and northbound 65 still spotty, a little bit slow 86th Street up to 865 because of earlier construction. South side, northbound 65, slow off Raymond into the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For a limited time, get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code RADIO for an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
71 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:15.
Some things can steal your sunshine. Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken. Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Neighborhoods are popping up everywhere, but if you want something different than what you're currently seeing, Joyner Homes, based out of Greenfield, can build you a unique, custom home on your own private lot or anywhere you can bring your own builder. They've built hundreds of homes across central Indiana. Visit Joyner Homes Model Homes or go to JoynerHomes.com to see floor plans and pricing and more. With Joyner Homes, you can even start from scratch if you want. Check out their 5-star Google reviews and visit JoynerHomes.com.
Hey, the Johnson County Fair is going on now. Join us, Hammer and Nigel, at the Farm Bureau Building at the Johnson County Fair this Thursday.
Have one of their famous milkshakes and stick around for the rodeo that starts at 7 o'clock. That's this Thursday, 3 to 7 at the Johnson County Fair with Hammer and Nigel.
Anna Navarro. Now, you would think that this is a conversation about The View, but I would not do that to you. I know how you feel about The View.
But this whole place sucks. That's right, it sucks.
Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning. The Popcorn Moment brought to you by Booher Remodeling. BOOHER. BooherRemodeling.com. Did I mention it's the Popcorn Moment? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. It's a story you need to hear to believe. Then grab your popcorn because there is more. I stole a little breakfast in between parts of the show, and now I need a toothpick. Yeah, that's a downside. And then you're live streaming, and the whole thing just gets weird. I will share with you the story. This is Ana Navarro on CNN, who, we should be clear, she used to claim herself a Republican, but there was no money in being a Republican. So now she's some kind of born-again Republican. Now I say born-again as a progressive. As long as you hate Trump, you're welcome. She's also a bigot. She reminds me so much of Barney Frank. I mean, if you remember Congressman Barney Frank from Massachusetts, this is a guy, if he didn't like what you were saying on a television interview, he'd be pretending to look at his nails. He'd be doing this, and he had just a disdain and disrespect in every single way. That's Ana Navarro. Ana Navarro is cheap, intellectually cheap, which means her career at CNN and ABC is well in hand. She's talking to Brad Palumbo. Brad Palumbo is a nice enough cat, and I don't agree with everything that Brad says. Brad is, it's not even a question of libertarian. Rather, it's sometimes being quote unquote too smart for the room, and I think at times he tries too hard. He also at times has a solid argument. But this, you tell me if this is bigotry from Ana Navarro towards Brad Palumbo.
Right now is to oppose something. I am hoping that next year there will be policy debates between Republicans and Democrats running for Congress, and we will get to hear real policy differences and policy proposals. Also, I want to respond to you saying that I was hyperbolic when I talked about a reign of terror.
That is hyperbolic.
No, it might be hyperbolic for you as a white man.
Oh, okay.
It's certainly not hyperbolic for me as a
racist.
Latino. No, I'm not being racist.
It's to dismiss my opinion for being a white man.
No, I'm not dismissing your opinion. I am telling you that what the Latino community, the brown community in America.
Speak in one voice.
Okay, well, let me speak with my voice. I mean, you said I was being hyperbolic. Let me respond.
Racially, sure.
I'm not. You being a white man as an insult?
When you invoke it to dismiss my
being
opinion,
a white man as an insult?
Let's stop for a moment. You, Ana Navarro, said of Brad Palumbo that somehow because he is a white man, his point of view is askew. You didn't say, hey, here's how I view it. You decided that the race mattered because for you it always matters. And then you play this game about, did I say there was something wrong with it?
Let me speak with my voice. I mean, you said I was being hyperbolic. Let me respond.
Racially, sure.
I'm not. You being a white man as an insult?
When you invoke it to dismiss my
being
opinion,
a white man as an insult?
You meant to insult him. You did insult him. And everybody knows what you said. So there are times where I feel that Brad is too cute. I've had Brad on the show before. This from Ana Navarro, she got caught in it. And she's trying to work her way out of it. There is no working your way out of it. If everything you do at every moment of the day is predicated on some racial thing, some religion thing, meaning how you argue a subject, not whether or not you are religious, not whether or not you are black or you are Asian or you are Hispanic or you are this, you are that. That is not changing, but rather everything you do, you feel put upon or you feel emboldened because of it. First, there's absolutely no way to have happiness. None. None. Secondly, it is obvious that the objective is to say your opinion means less because. That's the objective here. That's the goal.
When you invoke it,
do you think Latinos are living under circumstances that other people may not be right now in this country?
What I also like about what Brad Palumbo said is that she does not speak for all Latinos, all brown people. She thinks she does. She thinks she has her finger on the pulse. You take a look at polling that shows people who are well in favor of, for example, President Trump when it comes to the deportation of illegal immigrants. Nowhere near where Ana Navarro is. And Ana Navarro certainly, it would, if pressed upon it, would have a hard time explaining why people are in favor of this? Well, it's because they favor the law and they favor the application of the law. Rational people do this. Irrational people watch The View and not just for the comedy. Enter Abby Phillip, the host. Check out this save.
Out to have a whole conversation about that very thing. But I just want to make a point that, Brad, all she's saying is that her view of the situation is different from yours. I don't think that's an insult.
She basically said I'm wrong because I'm a white man.
She just said I see it.
No, I said I see it differently.
She said I see it differently from you, which is not an insult. It's not, and it's also not a racial insult.
Abby Phillip is lying right there. Of course it was racial, because if she said, I disagree with you, Ana Navarro would have said, I disagree with you. But she said, I disagree with you, and as a white man, you don't understand. That's what she said. It wasn't those exact words. Shall we go back? I don't mind going back. Here we are.
No, it might be hyperbolic for you as a white man.
Oh, okay.
It's certainly not hyperbolic for me as a Latino. No, I'm not being racist.
It's incredible to dismiss my opinion for being a white man.
No, I'm not dismissing your opinion. I am telling you that what the Latino community, the brown community.
She couldn't tell you what the Latino community or the brown community thinks at all. I can't tell you what the Jewish community thinks. I once joked that I speak for all the Jews. Man, that didn't go well. You know what the problem is? I don't speak for all the Jews, because if I did, my God, they'd be a lot smarter. You don't speak for all Latinos, Ana Navarro. But this.
Her view of the situation is different from yours. I don't think that's an insult.
She basically said I'm wrong because I'm a white man.
She just said I see it.
No, I said I see it differently.
She said I see it differently from you, which.
That is gross from Abby Phillip, and she has the opportunity on this show on CNN to make this the show, to actually make it a worthy conversation, a discussion point. And she has decided, nope, that would give Scott Jennings too much power. That would give other conservatives that bring on too much power. Maybe I should just credit them for bringing on conservatives or people who are not progressives at all. But good Lord, what a thing. Of course, Ana Navarro was trying to dismiss him because of the color of his skin, and she invoked race. And there's Abby Phillip to say nobody invoked race. A fraud. You heard it with your own ears. Can't be more clear. Shameful stuff from Abby Phillip right there. I mean, for Ana Navarro, just par for the bigoted course. Matt Bear has got traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matthew?
Looking at northbound 65 on the south side, slow. Keystone Avenue up to the south split because of road construction. Inbound 69 tightened up just a little bit from 96th Street down to 82nd. And a crash on the northwest side, Michigan Road at West 71st Street. Traffic sponsored by Ingle Down Tree Experts. From storm damage to deep root care, Ingle Down Tree Experts keep your trees safe, strong, and beautiful. Call today or visit ingledowntreeexperts.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Big time Hammer and Nigel show this afternoon. The Secretary of Education, Linda McMahon, scheduled to join us. Plus, Jeff Boggs and the biggest stories of the day. Join us at 3.
Guys, you got to download this new app. The leaders in TRT, Synergen X, and Low T Center have this new app called the Synergen X Health App. And Low T Center Health App. Look app and the Low T Center. With this new health app, it's superior innovation in healthcare technology you won't find anywhere else. You can book appointments, view lab results, you get face-to-face telehealth visits. Taking control of your health right now has never been easier.
And at the Low T Center, it really is your one-stop shop for all things men's health, performance weight loss medication. And, of course, they specialize in testosterone issues. They can have treatments shipped directly to your home. Download the Synergen X Health app or book an appointment today by visiting fixmylowt.com. Fixmylowt.com. Most major health insurance is accepted. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Sometimes dealing with home service contractors can be frustrating, whether it's missed appointments, sloppy workmanship, or just a general sense of indifference about helping you. Frustrating hardly describes that experience, Hammer.
And that's why we want to welcome a new advertiser to the Hammer and Nigel family, somebody you're going to be hearing quite a bit about in the coming months, Victor's Home Solutions.
Victor's installs the highest quality roofs available for your home, and they take all those negative stereotypes and turn them on their head.
They start with the basics, prompt, follow-up, showing up to appointments on time. And then they go above and beyond with installation teams that are so skilled, so precise, that Victor's is able to offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install.
5-star customer service and perfect installation. You're going to be really impressed with Victor's. They're the only roofer Hammer and I recommend to our listeners. It all starts with a free 21-point roof inspection. Call 1-866-VICTORS or victors.com.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is the largest family law firm in the country with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. That does give us certain advantages, for example, in experience and resources. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. If you're a guy facing divorce, remember, Cordell & Cordell, a partner you can count on.
101 West Ohio, Indianapolis. CordellCordell.com.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon you wish would never end. The homemade taste of Bluebell and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
You'll be one smart cookie when you try Bluebell Cookie Cake Ice Cream. A sweet cream ice cream loaded with chocolate chip cookie cake pieces and swirls of chocolate and vanilla icing. This cookie cake ice cream really takes the cake.
The good old days are being made right now. The good old days are being made right now.
Look for Bluebell Ice Cream at your local grocer and pick up your favorite flavor today.
Trust employee owned. B Windows extending our employee discount to you. Up to 55% off, plus 18 months, no interest, no payments. Trust your home to B.
An official message from Medicare.
I turned 65 this year. I knew it was time to figure out Medicare, and I had questions, like when to enroll and how to enroll. So I went straight to the official source, Medicare.gov, to get the facts about Medicare. I found answers to all my questions, and I'm ready to get started. And so can you. Just go to Medicare.gov to get the real facts about Medicare.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What forecasters are saying about flash floods. Nothing like that on radar right now. It's clear downtown, 71 degrees going up to 86. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:31. The risk of flash flooding remains in parts of the Northeast this morning after heavy rain moved through New York and New Jersey overnight.
Here in the Northeast, we had over 2 inches of rain in just an hour, second wettest hour on record for the city. Things have cleared out of the Northeast. However, the Mid-Atlantic still in the bullseye for flooding today. We had an earlier flash flood emergency for Virginia south of Richmond.
That's Fox's Janice Dean.
So this is going to be the summer of the flood. Severe weather for the northern plains. That also could produce some flooding along with large hail, damaging winds, maybe some isolated tornadoes. And then we are tracking the area of low pressure crossing over Florida into the Gulf. We're looking at the potential for heavy rain through Saturday.
And New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy just declared a state of emergency due to the flash flooding. Another team from Indiana Task Force 1 is in Texas helping search for people after deadly flash floods. 35 members flew on Monday thanks to a private plane chartered by Andy Ivankovich, a Carmel native who now lives in the flood zone in Texas. More than 100 people have died and more than 170 are still missing. ICE says officers arrested more than 1,000 people living in the country illegally in Houston last month.
ICE says those who were arrested include 32 people convicted of child sex offenses, 9 convicted of homicide-related offenses, and 16 documented members of a transnational gang or drug cartel. ICE did not mention the records for the hundreds of others they've detained, but the agency says everyone has been charged with or convicted of a criminal offense after illegally entering the United States.
And that's Fox's Madeline Rivera reporting. Saved by sheer luck, a backpacker who survived almost 2 weeks in the Australian outback says she is grateful to be alive this morning. Here's Fox's Jonathan Savage.
Carolina Vilga survived 11 freezing nights in Australia's harsh bushland, drinking from puddles and sheltering in a cave. The 26-year-old finally stumbled across a road and flagged down a car. Acting Detective Inspector Jessica Sakuro.
It's sheer luck. There's mixed terrain. It can be quite dangerous if you don't know what you're doing or where you are going.
Vilga says her car rolled down a slope. Confused as a result of head injuries, the German backpacker wandered off. She's expressed her gratitude on a police Instagram account. Vilga says she now knows what it means to be part of a community. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita visited Gibson County on Monday, stopping by the Gibson County coal mine as part of his office's focus on supporting reliable energy. He had previously toured the mine a few years ago and returned to see the progress that was made. And sports on WIBC is brought to you by Ball State Athletics. Visit ballstatesports.com. Aaliyah Boston made her return to Massachusetts on Monday, where she played high school basketball. The Indiana Fever forward was honored for her work in women's sports and became part owner of the new NWSL team. It's the soccer league. And the Boston Legacy, she is now a part owner of.
Growing up in Worcester and being in Boston, it made the most sense. Honestly, I think being able to invest in professional league is so important because as a professional athlete, as a professional woman athlete, it's just so crucial to make sure that we have exactly everything that we need and we're taken care of. And I know that Boston Legacy is going to do that.
And Massachusetts leaders named yesterday Aaliyah Boston Day. The Fever take on the Connecticut Sun tonight in Boston at 8 o'clock. 5 Indiana Pacer players scored in double figures in last night's 114-105 Summer League loss to the Chicago Bulls in Las Vegas. Forward Enrique Freeman, 17 points and 10 rebounds.
Yeah, just been able to, showcase a lot of I've been working on my shooting, my ability to read the defense and, make plays, steals, blocks. Try to help our guys as much as I can on defense.
And the Pacers return to Summer League play Thursday against the Knicks, and Paul Skeens, former Indianapolis Indians pitcher, now with the Pittsburgh Pirates, will start in tonight's All-Star game in Atlanta. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 7:35. Traffic on the 5s. What are you watching for us, Matt Bear?
Ryan, check it out. Southbound 6570 downtown stop and go traffic because of construction from the north split to the south split. And westbound 70 slows through the north split out to Meridian Penn. West Street downtown road construction. And we are backed up right now from Maryland to South Street. And those southbound lanes also slow right now from I-65 down to Michigan Street. Crash northeast side, it's Bifford Boulevard at East 56. Crash northwest side, Michigan Road at West 71st. Northbound 65 stop and go from 465 up to the south split because of a construction zone. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now with Dream Baths by B, get 2 bathroom remodels for the price of 1 plus a free entry door. At 24 months, same as cash with 0 interest. Trust a local, trust employee owned. Trust your home to BWindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
71 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:36.
Whenever I'm out wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen.
Today on the marketplace, that is a firm deal right there. Tony Katz. 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. During downtime, I'm clearing my head. I'm getting ready for what's next on the show. I find myself on Facebook Marketplace. The Marketplace brought to you by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It is your cash. Go get it. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Fast, easy, free. Honestly, it's your money. Not free money. Your money. Waiting for you. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. You can also text my name, Tony, to 46220. Text Tony to 46220 and get your cash. So they've got all sorts of stuff on the Marketplace. Cool stuff, odd stuff, strange stuff, weird stuff. I've bought stuff. I have sold stuff. I have done it all. And some of it I bring to you along with Matt Bear and producer Carl. You can watch a live stream and you can see Matt Bear wearing a size 0 shirt. Woo! That's right. It's a lady size.
It is women's size shirt.
I know what I said.
Women's polo, whatever,
I said
I'm
what
not
I said.
apologizing.
So, Matt Bear, do you like a firm mattress?
Oh, of course.
Do you like a firm couch?
Yeah, the firmest.
You want firmness in your couch.
Absolutely. I want to be able to feel it pushing back on me when I sit
Right.
down on it. Yeah.
When you sit, you want to know. You don't want to sink in. You want to be at full attention.
Couldn't have said it better. Thank you, Carl. Couldn't have said it better myself.
I thought so. Matt Bear, I bring to you a concrete couch.
Oh, good. Oh, this is okay. Here I found it at Tony Katz.
Yeah, if you follow me on the Twitter X at Tony Katz, I posted a photo of it
I'm looking at.
and the link. It's a. I'm not gonna lie. It's a concrete couch.
How do you leave a butt print in this?
You don't.
I mean,
There are no cushions. It's got the seating area. It's got a little bit of a back. It's got two very large arms. And according to the description, there's nothing wrong with it.
There certainly is not. It's not going to fall or crumble. I mean, if you do leave a butt print on it, you just get the hose.
Right. Because everybody needs to hose down their living room.
I'm thinking, the picture we're looking at is out in somebody's lawn. It's a concrete couch
it's
in the
outside.
backyard.
And according to them, it has no cracks, just needs a little loving.
What in the name of Mars Hill is this?
I don't know what this is. I don't know what it is, and I don't know how you would move it.
No, once it's there, it's there.
Right.
It's the forever couch.
Right. Nuclear winter will come and go, and that couch will remain.
It will. It will. This was the sign of life that men were once here, is what the couch would say. Listen, if you're trying to get support, this is the couch for you. It doesn't a lot of old couches like mine, it kind of shifts into the middle. It just kind of falls into the middle, and then your back gets all messed up. So, yeah, I mean, you throw down a pillow here, you'll have a good time, Tony.
No, you shan't. This couch,
I'm trying.
This couch, Matt Bear, is $75.
I mean, how do you lift it? What do you
I don't
lift
know.
it with? You got to get a front loader or something to move this.
How
Awesome
do you
couch.
pick it up? How do you get it to your place? Because someone might say, you know what? Concrete couch, I put it in the backyard, maybe some cushions on it. It's kind of cool. I don't have to really worry about the weathering and all that. It's just fine. Maybe there is a mathematics here. How do I move it from point A to point B?
So you just get a couple of friends lift with your back, Just make sure your lower back is way into
Always
it.
lift
Yeah.
with your back, never bend at the knee, and you want to strain.
Absolutely.
That's what you want to do.
Carry it up 4 flights of steps, and then you're good. You have a new couch made of concrete.
So, are you a buyer for this couch?
I'm not applicable. I'm an NA because I just don't know how to move it. Otherwise, I'd buy it. Maybe.
If I knew how to move it, I'd be interested in it. Because I could see somebody putting this in their backyard as just a place to sit near the fire pit or whatever. It's weird, but sure. I could see it.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
How do you move the thing?
How do you move the thing? How do you move the thing? How do you move the thing?
Was that your Meatballs reference?
Yeah, something.
Just doesn't matter.
Right.
It's yours. It's there at the marketplace. Somebody suggested forklift and trailer rental. Yeah, at that moment, this is not worth it at all.
Thank you.
Right? That if I need a forklift, there's a problem.
If I need a forklift, we're taking the whole house.
Yep. The house comes with it. We're in. It's there on the marketplace. Find it at WIBC.com. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
It's hot out there. The weather's hot.
It's really hot.
But the headlines, they're even hotter.
Massive precision strikes.
This was about being clandestine and the nuclear capability of Iran.
The news of the day is heating up.
Things have gotten super hot out there.
Iran is run by homicidal maniac crazy people.
Stay cool.
Angry at the basketball gods.
Stay informed.
This isn't the way that it was supposed to go down.
Stay with 93 WIBC.
Fill your tank. Don't drain your wallet. Sam's Club lets you save time at the pump with Scan and Go checkout at Sam's Club fuel stations. Just scan the QR code on the pump and pay. Visit your local Sam's Club today.
Home sales activity is good, not great. So many homes, if improperly marketed, are sitting on the market. Hiring the wrong sales agent will cost you time and money. Hire the expert who maximizes equity and sells fast. The expert realtor I recommend is Mark Dietl. Perhaps you're worried with the challenging market you won't sell your home for the price it's worth. Mark Dietl guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. Listen to what John in Greencastle had to say about working with Mark Dietl. I just bought a home in Greencastle. Shortly after, my son moved to the Fishers area, which left me an hour away from family and 45 minutes from work. A big mistake, and I felt stuck since I had been in the home less than a year. I asked the Mark Dietl team for help, and they delivered big. My home sold in 14 days for the price I needed so I could move closer to family and work. Call the local Indianapolis agent I trust and recommend, and the agent who guarantees your home sold or he'll buy it. Call Mark Dietl at 317-755-4232 for all the details, or go online to markdietl.com. That's Mark, DIETEL.com.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten, classics are remixed, bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. Here at Xfinity, we know there's still good in keeping some things the same. That's why we want to do our part with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. It means no matter what changes, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more at xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what's going on?
Yeah, all right, Tony, looking at the northwest side, it's a crash northbound 465 before 86th Street. The center lane is blocked. Traffic slow 279. Southbound 6570, stop and go traffic from the north split down to the south split. And northbound 65 south side slow through the construction before 465 up to the south split. And a crash on the northwest side, it's Michigan Road at 71st. Crash northeast side, Benford Boulevard at East 56th Street. And northbound 465 on the east side, a little bit slow from 70 up to Penn Pike. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, B Window is extending their employee discount to you. Get 55% off all products and services, plus 18 months, no interest or payments. Trust a local, trust employee owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
71 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:46.
Applied Innovation customer Alicia Staley, office manager for McEnany Roofing, has reduced dependency on paper with a document management solution from Applied Innovation.
So it makes looking for documents pretty much effortless.
With this paperless solution and improved workflow, you recommend Applied Innovation?
Oh yes, I like to talk to a lot of different people. I'm the social butterfly, so as much as I can spread how wonderful they are, I definitely do. And I've never had such prompt customer service and care like this with any other company.
Your slogan, Innovative Solution Since 1985, is perfect for your Applied Innovation partnership.
There's a lot of benefits. I have to say, number one, definitely a great partnership. 2, financial-wise, we have saved a lot of money by signing up with Applied Innovation.
Start your partnership and save money. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com.
If you used to hear a whole lot of this, but now you can barely hear this, You need to check out RelayIndiana.com and the Caption Telephone. The Caption Telephone allows you to get your groove back when using the telephone. It uses voice recognition technology so you can read on a bright screen what the other caller is saying. Go to RelayIndiana.com and add clarity back into your conversations with the Caption Telephone from Relay Indiana. Visit RelayIndiana.com now.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with national LTE coverage. Go to rapidradios.com and you'll get up to 60% off, free UPS shipping. Add code RADIO for an additional 5% off.
We're halfway through July, which means the golf outing powered by Franciscan Health is just around the corner. Thursday, August 7th at the Legends Golf Club in Franklin. Rally your crew for a day of huge drives, ice-cold drinks, and nonstop good vibes. This event sells out fast, so don't wait. Sign up now at 1075thefan.com.
David was in big trouble with the IRS.
At first, I didn't owe that much, but after this year, it was out of control.
Then David called Get a Tax Lawyer.
Right away, they were like, oh yeah, looks like you're qualified to save.
Get a Tax Lawyer went to work.
Should have called way sooner.
Get a Tax Lawyer has helped thousands like David fight the IRS and get a fresh start.
Call 800-745-3070. That's 800-745-3070.
Did you know it was Tara Hastings' birthday yesterday? And I didn't get her anything. So I'm going through right now, Matt Bear. I'm sending her pancakes. Is that weird? She could share them with Marcus Bailey if she wants, but otherwise, forget him. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. You see, you think I only abuse the weather people. I care. I care, dang it. So I sent some pancakes and some Boston cream pancakes. Banana bread French toast, yes or no? Some banana, yeah, we'll send an order of banana bread French toast. And I'm not, no, I'm not going to send Nutella crepes or anything like that. I don't think that'll travel well. I don't travel. What about just some cinnamon French toast? Is that good? Is that a yes? Is that a no? Weird. Don't celebrate my own birthday. Just don't care. But other people, I'm like, you know what? That's a. Let them know that you care. I'm going to send some cinnamon French toast as well. All right. I'm going to send it from all of us. Okay. All right. All of us except Hammer and Nigel. Screw those guys. Right there. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. There is an absolutely horrific story out of Colorado. And allow me to start with the headline first. It's time to bring back the asylums. We failed in this experiment from the 80s where we opened the asylums and we let people out. We failed because there are some people who simply cannot be a part of society. They're broken. Whether it's the drugs, whether it's the mental illness, what have you. Now, I don't believe that the so-called mental illness problem in America is as great as we are told, because I don't think we address it properly. I would argue it is more of an anxiety problem. And part of the anxiety issue comes from culture where we teach people to be anxious about all things at all times. And I believe that this is one of the things that DEI does. This bigotry creates an anxiety. This anxiety is what hangs over people and leads to a radicalness of positioning. People don't know how to act. They don't know how to respond. They don't know how to engage. It's like when you're at a supermarket and you realize that someone's behind you, but they don't know how to say, excuse me, to get past you. They just wait. What are you doing? You're a grown-up. Use your words. And I still catch myself saying, oh, excuse me, like somehow I'm to blame. It is something I aggressively work at. You're to blame. Say, excuse me. Grow up. Be a grown woman. Be a grown man. Say, excuse me. You need to get around. Someone's in your way. It's all right. But it creates the anxiety. The lack of ability to speak to one another creates the anxiety. Utilizing language as a way to limit people from speaking, which is what political correctness always did, creates anxiety. If we can eliminate the anxiety, we'll solve a lot of the problems. But this is a story about a prosecutor in Colorado who the story is going to be recalled, dismissing charges against a transgender sex offender accused of trying to kidnap a boy from a schoolyard. The district attorney's office said they're going to drop the charges against this 33-year-old who attempted to snatch an 11-year-old during recess at an elementary school. You look at this guy's mugshot, you're like, my God, that's a zombie. It is a there has been no film created by Blumhouse that has gotten this scary. So they did a competency evaluation. The guy was found to be mentally incompetent. Now they're going to drop the charges. Okay. Now you need the asylums. That is not acceptable. That response is unacceptable. It is indecent. We need to open the asylums. We need to open the asylums. We need to rethink what we allow on our streets. And I didn't say it wasn't going to be hard. I didn't say it wasn't going to be difficult. This is a rough conversation. And yet, here we are. Agreed. You cannot have faith in a prosecutor. Agreed. But we have to accept the fact that we've got problems greater than a judicial system and greater than jails. Does this need to be public-private? I'm up for every conversation. But we can't go along as is. We did this in the 80s, 1980s, and we opened the asylums, and it didn't work. When something doesn't work, learn the lesson and then fix it. You're going to let a guy like this on the street? This zombie, this mentally disturbed zombie trying to kidnap children? No. No. No rational society would let this person on the streets. The rational society needs to make hard decisions and ensure the safety of the society for everyone. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
All right, Tony, looking at the northwest side, it's a crash. Northbound 465 at 79th, and right now, 3 left lanes are blocked. This is a mess of a crash here at the moment, so we have a couple lanes on the right that you're able to get by in, and that's expect a delay as this crash continues to develop. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, B Window is extending their employee discount to you. Get 55% off all products and services plus 18 months, no interest or payments. Trust a local, trust employee owned, trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
It's Hammer and Nigel for Window Nation. You've been trying to stay cool during the dog days of summer, but if your windows are old and drafty, that might be hard to do. If the summer heat is seeping into your home and your utility bills keep rising, your windows could be the culprit. Save yourself from another month of discomfort by replacing your windows today with Window Nation. Right now, you can get 50% off all windows, plus 0 interest for 5 whole years. You heard that right. When you choose Window Nation to replace your windows, you won't pay any interest until 2030. Details at windownation.com.
And did I mention they'll get the job done in 1 day or less? Their installation crews have over a decade of experience, so you can feel comfortable knowing your windows are installed right the first time. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to procrastinate another day if I found a window company this good. Do not miss out on Window Nation's biggest deal of the year. 50% off all window styles right now. And remember, that comes with 0 interest until 2030. 866-90-NATION. That's 866-90-NATION, or visit windownation.com.
Hi, this is Denny Smith for Exercise Inc. I've been working out there now for nearly 2 decades, and let me tell you, it works. I'm in my 70s now, and I'm doing things on the farm that I couldn't even do in my 40s. Lifting and carrying, working the way I want to, without worrying if my body can keep up. Now that's real strength. That's real results. What makes Exercise Inc. different? Well, it's the people. The professional staff, many with over 15 years of experience, know exactly how to guide me, support me, and push me to be my very strongest because they know what works. It only takes 20 minutes a week. No wasted time, no crowded gyms, just real results. If you're tired of feeling weaker, if you want more energy and strength for everyday life, give this a try. The consultation is free, and I can promise you it's worth it. Exercise Inc. It's helped me stay strong for nearly 20 years. They can help you too. Go to exerciseinc.com today to sign up. They've got locations in Avon, Brownsburg, Zionsville, and Greenwood, and in Fishers too. That's exerciseinc.com.
Fostech is American-made firearms made right here in Indiana. American craftsmanship meeting cutting-edge innovation. Their lightweight AR-15s are incredible, and they don't sacrifice dependability or durability. Advanced machining capabilities create incredible products, and they are all designed, machined, assembled, and tested right here in Indiana. Fostech, owned by a family that has served and loved their country. Visit Fostech.com, F-O-S-T-E-C-H, Fostech.com to find the dealer near you.
Looking for a cozy spot to relax, work, or grab your coffee to go? LC Coffee House in Noblesville, Indiana has you covered. Try our indulgent affogato, a sweet blend of espresso and ice cream. Or sample our coffee flights to discover your perfect brew. In a rush, our drive-thru is ready to serve you fast and fresh. Need a space to collaborate? We offer meeting rooms perfect for co-working. Whether you're grabbing a quick drink or spending the day with us, LC Coffee House is the place to be.
Have recent storms caused damage to your roofing or siding? Cochran Exteriors is now offering free inspections to assess the condition of your home, from blown-offs to full replacements. Cochran Exteriors knows the insurance process and will make your home as good as new as fast as possible. Trust a company that was here before the storm and will be long after. For your free, no-obligation consultation, schedule today at CochranExteriors.com or call 317-ROOFING. Cochran Exteriors, referred for a reason for over 15 years.
Summer's in full swing, so come get that hot summer deal at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get $20,000 off select 2024 Lincoln Navigators, plus 0% for 72 months. Or lease a new 2025 Lincoln Corsair for just $499 per month at Tom Roush Lincoln in Fishers.
Navigator MSRP $110,425. Corsair MSRP $53,915. $3,500 due at lease signing. 0 security deposit. 36 months. 10,500 miles per year. Offers good through 7/31/2025. Subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, what a bunch of cops in Indianapolis encountered last night while searching for somebody, why there was a large emergency response near the Indianapolis airport, and how some garbage may be benefiting your child. After Fox News, you are listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis in the capital city. It's 8 o'clock.
A real push for artificial intelligence. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
We need to win the battle for AI innovation in America, and Pennsylvania is at the center of it.
That's why President Trump will go there today, joining Republican Senator Dave McCormick in Pittsburgh for an innovation summit with dozens of CEOs.
With an 11-figure check, this announcement, $70 billion for new data centers, power and grid infrastructure, industrial site conversions, and AI workforce development.
Fox's Peter Ducey at the White House. There's a Trump legal victory.
A divided Supreme Court lifted a district judge's order that temporarily reversed planned layoffs and other cuts from the Department of Education. It means the Trump administration can resume laying off nearly 1,400 employees, part of a broader effort to eliminate the cabinet-level department, even as the legal challenge continues.
That's Fox's Jared Halpern. Now, Democrats warn trimming or closing the Department of Education will slash programs and hurt students. And 23 states have filed another legal challenge trying to stop that department from blocking school funding already approved by Congress. The U.S. is coming to Ukraine's defense again, providing more weapons and ammo that NATO will pay for. President Trump says he's very unhappy with Russian leader Vladimir Putin after all their negotiations.
The talk doesn't mean anything. My conversations with him are always very pleasant. They say, isn't that a very lovely conversation? And then the missiles go off that night.
The president's giving Putin 50 days to end the war, or he'll impose 100% tariffs on Russia's trading partners. Speaking of tariffs, there's a 17% new one on fresh tomatoes from Mexico.
Those in favor of the move say it will help rebuild the shrinking U.S. tomato industry and ensure that produce eaten in the U.S. is also grown in the States. But opponents, including U.S. companies that grow tomatoes in Mexico, say it will make fresh tomatoes more expensive for U.S. buyers and possibly disrupt the supply chain.
That's Hillary Barsky. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A knock on the door from the Gun Crimes Task Force. Your radar is clear at 73 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 86 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick for Window Nation. Here's what's trending at 8:02.
They believed a serious violent felon was in possession of firearms. They were able to develop probable cause to get a search warrant for that person's house.
Indiana State Police Sergeant John Perrine says cops were conducting a search warrant on the east side of Indianapolis along East Washington Street last night after knocking twice. A man and a child came to the door. The Indiana Gun Crimes Task Force was involved in an operation.
Once they spoke with them briefly to kind of get an idea of what happened, they went into the apartment to search and found the man deceased from what appeared to be a gunshot wound.
And Perrine says no cops fired their weapons. Leaders in Indianapolis are working for a safe week ahead of the WNBA All-Star festivities. Here's Jarrett Lewis.
We're going to do everything we can to keep the peace.
Downtown Indianapolis will be the center of the WNBA world this week. Mayor Joe Hogg said urging for peaceful behavior. IMPD Chief Chris Bailey said officers are prepared to make this week safe for all.
We have to enforce the law. We will enforce the law, and whether it's downtown or in our neighborhoods, to keep our community safe.
There have been a handful of deaths from gunfire over the past few weeks. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
A paraglider's flight ended in a crash near the Indianapolis airport Monday night, sending emergency crews to the scene. Hancock County dispatchers say the paraglider was taken to IU Health, but there's no word on their health this morning. Gas prices and what drives them is the focus of Trilby Lundberg's latest update from the Lundberg survey.
We do have plenty of gasoline on hand, even though our demand is not particularly high, and pump prices will therefore maybe change very little in the near term.
And you could fill your tank for about $2.95 a gallon. However, they're selling gas in some parts of Indy this morning for about $2.70 to $2.75. An Indianapolis group called Two Men and a Junk Truck is turning trash into tools for teachers, cutting down on landfill waste while stocking up local classrooms. Here's John Herrick.
When a business moves or upgrades its office furniture, Two Men and a Junk Truck steps in to pick up and deliver reusable items to a nonprofit called Teachers Treasure, which provides resources to teachers and students in Marion County.
Really, as long as, it's sturdy and still sound and, clean, and we look at everything. They are very good about putting it on the truck to where there's, no damage to when we can drop it off. So really just making sure it's something sustainable.
Brittany Majori is Two Men and a Junk Truck's Customer Experience Director.
Just this year alone, we've donated about over 2,000 items.
And she hopes they're busy again today because today is National Give Something Away Day. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 8:05 on a Tuesday morning with traffic on the fives. Here's Matt Baird.
What's happening, Ryan? Looking at the northwest side crash, northbound 465 after West 79th Street. 3 left lanes are blocked slow back to 71st Street. And then eastbound 465 north side slow before Michigan Road to Meridian Street. Downtown southbound 6570 slow because of construction. North split down to Ohio. Northbound 65 slow out of the north split to Meridian Street. South side, northbound 65 slowing down 465 up to the south split. That's a construction delay of 6 minutes. Crash northeast side, Benford Boulevard at East 56. Crash northwest side, Michigan Road south of 71st. Traffic sponsored by Ingle Down Tree Experts. From storm damage to deep root care. Ingle Down Tree Experts keep your trees strong, safe, and beautiful. Call today or visit IngledowntreeExperts.com. I'm Matt Bair with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist, what's going on?
Hey, good morning. We're going to look for a partly cloudy sky today. A few spotty showers or thunderstorms possible on and off throughout the day, especially later in the afternoon. It is going to be warm and humid, highs near 87, with feels-like temperatures into the lower 90s. Scattered showers and storms end early to this evening. We'll look for a partly to mostly cloudy sky, mild and muggy, 72, up to 87 degrees on Wednesday with feels-like temps into the lower 90s, still partly cloudy, a scattered shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon, and then much of the same as we head into Thursday, afternoon showers and storms with highs in the upper 80s.
That's Tara Hastings from Wish TV. Tara's birthday was yesterday.
It was, yes.
I was unaware. So today, it should be there soon. We have sent a gift.
You did?
There is a
do
gift
that.
on its way to you on North Meridian, and you can share it with Marcus Bailey or not. It's totally your choice.
Oh, well, that's nice. I will share. Well, depending on what it is.
Okay. That's,
I'll put
again,
that caveat out there.
completely your choice.
Oh, well, thank you.
But you'll know it when it shows up because you'll be like, what? And then you'll be like, oh, yeah, that's from Tony and Carl and Matt and Ryan. Even though those guys had nothing to do with it, it's all from me. But they still get credit.
Well, I appreciate that. That's so nice of you. Thank you. I had a fantastic day.
I want you to have a glorious day. Just remember, none of this gift is from Hammer and Nigel. Those guys suck.
That is correct. Yes.
That is accurate. Thank you.
That is accurate.
Right.
Yes.
Right. It's like we always ask the question. Hey, Tara, do Hammer and Nigel suck? And the answer is
yes.
There it is.
There you go.
There it is. I mean, we can ask the question anything. Is the same true about Bob and Tom?
Yes.
See, you're just nasty. You're just the rudest.
Yep. That's me.
What about Ryan Morse?
Yes.
There it is. All day.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
You are welcome. You are welcome. Go enjoy and share with people you somewhat are fond of.
I will. I will.
How else could one describe Scott Sander?
Yes.
Tara Hastings, thank you. Appreciate it. This show is so dumb. I swear it is. Right now, we've got 72 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:09.
Yes.
It's quickly becoming one of my favorites. People are coming into town, getting ready for the WNBA All-Star Weekend. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. What is happening? How you doing? How's your mother? Of the 2,284 guest rooms, according to Mickey Shuey over at the IBJ, along with Marissa Reinhardt, we are going to be in a complete complex sellout at the JW and the Marriott Indy Place for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's the JW, the Marriott Downtown, the Courtyard, the Spring Hill Suites, and the Fairfield Inn. Solid. Hotel rooms are now between $400 and $600 a night, which is weird because you could stay with Matt Baer for $40. Oh, he'll totally do it. Just let you right in there. Not a problem. You need a place to stay. Matt Baer has got you covered. This is solid. And there are other events going on. The Independent Jewelers Organization is here. And they booked before the All-Star Weekend because the All-Star Weekend got changed because I forget the city had a problem and Indy's like, yeah, we got you covered. So they're here, and now you've got rooms at other hotels that are going between $500 and $800 a night. Spend your money, spend your money, spend your money. Tip well. Have a nice day. Don't do anything bad to our city. Get out. That's it. No, I mean it in the most loving way. Bring your convention here, enjoy yourself, and then immediately leave, leaving no trace that you were ever here except your receipts. That's all we want. So this is going to be good. And then it's Black Expo weekend as well. There's a ton going on. Love it. Love it. Again, have a great time. And if you need recommendations on places to eat or things to do, we have got you covered. We'll give you the off the beaten path places. No problem. Happy to help. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Indiana summer storms, you've already dealt with them and you've already seen how they knock out power. You've seen how they do damage. The question is, what damage have these storms done to you, to your home? When's the last time you got your roof checked, the siding checked? Do you have small cracks and breaks that are leading to leaks that will lead to major repairs down the road? Talk to Moss Roofing right now and let them help. Moss Roofing, 30 years in the business, protecting homes in central Indiana. They offer free inspections. We're talking about a true, thorough checkup of your roof, your siding, your gutters, your windows. And when there is an issue, they'll show it to you. Like, here's the photo. Here's the issue. Here's how we can fix things. And yes, they work with your insurance company for you. No stress, no pressure, just honest work and peace of mind from Moss Roofing. Talk to them today. 317-747-3665. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-747-3665. Moss Roofing. 747-3665 or online at Moss. M-O-S-S. MossRoofing.com.
Hey, just a heads up, the Social Security Administration just announced they're now projected to run out of money 1 year earlier than expected. Your benefits could be cut by as much as 23%, and the average person could lose more than $100,000 in lifetime income. Discover how you could get every penny that's rightfully yours with a free Social Security analysis from Bill Demery, your retirement guy in Indy.
So, if you've saved more than $200,000 but have not yet filed for Social Security, schedule that free analysis right now. Just call 317-648-5120. This is not some off-the-shelf report. This is a customized analysis that could help you get every penny out of your Social Security. And it's free. Call Bill Demery, 317-648-5120. 317-648-5120. Bill Demery, your retirement guy.
Mike Rowe here with a quick question. Have you noticed cracks in your drywall, chimney, or exterior walls? I hope not, because if you have, they could be indications that you've got a much bigger problem with your foundation. That's where Indiana Foundation Service comes in, a groundworks company. They can honestly assess your situation and create a plan to stabilize your foundation. Schedule your free inspection at indianafoundation.com/row. And while you're there, check out my latest dirty job.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for detail. Things can steal your sunshine.
Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken. Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what's going on?
Northwest side crash northbound 465 after 79. 3 left lanes are blocked and traffic jam 271st. Eastbound 465 slow. Michigan Road over to Meridian. South side northbound 65 stop and go traffic after 465 up to the south split for a delay of 6 minutes. Westbound 70 slow in pockets from Sherman into the north split. And southbound 65 70 slow from the north split down to Ohio Street because of construction. Those northbound lanes also grinding from Michigan Street through the north split and out to Meridian Penn. Crash northeast side, Binford Boulevard at East 56th Street. Crash northwest side, it's Michigan Road south of 71st. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com for 60% off free UPS shipping. Use code radio for an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
71 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:16.
Get a great deal on versatile Kubota equipment today, like the Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor, the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S., Z-Series mowers, and Sidekick utility vehicles. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available, or save up to $4,000. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Stop by McAllister Machinery in Indianapolis to see their full line of Kubota, or visit them online at McAllisterKubota.com.
Quality Supply and Tool, your premier supplier of construction equipment, tools, and supplies, is looking for drivers to serve out of their Indianapolis location. They're currently accepting applications for both CDL and non-CDL drivers. Quality Supply and Tool offers competitive pay to qualified applicants. Please contact Brian Myers for more information at 317-690-2016. That's Brian Myers at Quality Supply and Tool, 317-690-2016. 317-690-2016.
He was born in the summer of his 27th.
So I do believe it is a big win for Make America Healthy Again when you have the International Dairy Foods Association, dairy farmers saying that they're going to eliminate artificial colors in their ice cream. I think that's excellent. And I think that the idea of, well, you know, that Robert Kennedy, and he just doesn't want you to get vaccinated, he's going to get people killed. You'll notice how that's a leftist talking point, and there's no connection with the American people on that. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. It's okay to question a vaccine. It's okay to talk about vaccines. No, I don't think every vaccine is a killer. No, I don't think vaccines are the conversation regarding autism. There are some very interesting conversations about other things at play. But it's okay to discuss it. I never minded that. But this idea of look what we've got in our food, look what we're doing to our kids, we don't need to do this. This connects. And it connects in a very large scale way. And I don't think there's really a denial that America's saying we should eat healthier. How is it we eat bread and pasta and somehow everybody's sick, but the Italians eat bread and pasta and everybody's fine? It could be a difference in how they make their bread and pasta. That's the story. Why don't we notice these things? Why don't we say so? I never wanted him as the secretary. I didn't want him anywhere that near power. But making these observations, making these recommendations, championing these concepts, absolutely in favor of. And so these are wins. These are wins that parents are going to go with. And if we want to say the moms are going to be like, this is great. Yes, I do argue that there are things that parents should be doing for their own kids to keep their kids healthy. The counter argument, I think, is valid. How do you expect us to do that when we allow for such horrible things to be in the food supply that our kids are surrounded by? And where do you find the other thing except to find it at a price that becomes impossible? If you can find it. This is different than, well, the problem is that people don't have access to fresh fruits and vegetables. Of course they do. That is different than foods are made with this thing because it was regulated in and found cheaper and you can't find it another way. And if we allowed for the other way, man, we'd have some better outcomes. I like the movement. We're going to see where it goes. What I cannot believe is that we're still talking about Jeffrey Epstein. I let it go because, dear Lord, these people who were like, you shouldn't be paying attention to Jeffrey Epstein, it doesn't matter. I was on Newsmax yesterday, and I didn't know, I was on with Carl Higbee. I didn't know that Carl agreed with me. This was a miss from the president. From President Trump, it was a miss. You can't tell people stop caring about this thing when it's a big deal. And it's a big deal that someone was involved in child sex trafficking. Maybe people in power were involved with this, and we're going to decide, no, we don't need to know who they are. Oh, wait, there's a list. Oh, wait, there's not a list. It gets very, very messy. Well, in that mess, you have, of course, the political left thinking that they've got some kind of understanding of the situation, which is hilarious. MSNBC.
And, you know, you would have thought that guy would have watched The Wire and learned from Stringer Bell that if you're running a criminal conspiracy, you don't want to put a lot of it down on paper. So the notion of a magic list was always slightly implausible. On the other hand, you had Donald Trump over the weekend sounding a lot like when he started saying that the Epstein files existed, basically implicitly in some of his Truth Social posts, and sort of blaming it on the Democratic deep state, that he was maybe trying to lay the groundwork for the release of some documents that he was then going to claim were the creation of John Brennan and Jim Comey and Hillary Clinton and whoever else, which would be a normal Trump move. We don't know what there is. And so I'm going to stay out of that. I believe the reporting of our colleagues that there is no master list, some magic document. But Trump's behavior suggests that maybe there is something there that he's told Pam Bondi he doesn't want to have out in the public. Who knows what that might be.
You made that up. If you don't know what's on it, you don't get to speculate about why he's doing it. Allow me, however, to answer the question, leftist, because you're so disconnected. President Trump miscalculated. And President Trump failed to remember that he doesn't get to decide what people are interested in. When he said build a wall, he connected with people all across the country who said we need better immigration policies and we need a safer border. That's what happened. He gave voice to what it is they were thinking and saying, and that's why it worked. And then with this, he said, stop saying and thinking these things. And that's not how people work. And I watched fellow radio hosts and pundits and others go down the road of Bill Kristol. Don't look at that right over there. Don't look at that thing behind the curtain. We're the real Trump supporters, and we'll tell you what to think. That's not how it works. It's the same ridiculousness that they did about Never Trump. These people get their fiefdoms, get their egos, and they never freaking learn. And they get to call themselves influencers, and they're just morons. It's despicable how ridiculous they are and how much they hate everyday Americans who are like, wait a second. We were told there was an issue here. Now all of a sudden there's no issue? No. We don't care whose name is part of this. We want to know if they're going to go to jail. And this conversation figured, I think, way too large at the event there with Turning Point USA. And I said yesterday on the show, on the midday show, I don't know Charlie Kirk, but after all these Epstein conversations, Tucker Carlson and everything else, I felt bad for him. I did. I don't think he wanted this at his event, right? He's built something. I think this was kind of problematic to it, and hey, these things can happen, and you move on. And then he said this.
Plenty was said this last weekend at our event about Epstein. Honestly, I'm done talking about Epstein for the time being. I'm going to trust my friends in the administration. I'm going to trust my friends in the government to do what needs to be done, solve it, balls in their hands. I've said plenty this last weekend.
You're going to trust your friends in the government? Listen, you do whatever you want, but did you just say you're going to trust your friends in the government?
So if you guys want to see my commentary on it, that's fine. We have escalatory action potentially being taken in Ukraine and Russia. We have tons of announcements happening when it comes to NATO. But let me just say this again. Everyone knows my opinion about the Epstein thing, the messaging fumble. I would love to see the DOJ move to unseal the grand jury testimony. I think that would be a big win. I would love to see that. And I'm going to trust my friends, Kash Patel, Dan Bongino, my friend Pam Bondi, all these guys. I'm going to Todd Blanche. I'm going to trust them to solve it.
I wanting something unsealed, okay, but rattling off people, calling them your friends, and saying I trust them to solve it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I can't imagine that hits the ear well. I'll trust the government to solve it. We're the government. It's me, right? I'm seeing this wrong. No, I'm not. I'm not seeing this wrong at all. That is a very weird statement from Charlie Kirk, and I can't believe it actually got said. I'll explain why on Tony Katz today at noon, but you know why. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
All right, Tony, here it is. Checking out Clinton County right now. This is northbound 65 between Lebanon and Lafayette. All lanes of northbound 65 shut down at State Road 28 because of a vehicle fire. Backed up 3 miles from the interchange. Traffic being diverted at State Road 28. That's exit 158 to get a 3-mile backup. Now, the southbound lanes are also jammed up south of Lafayette for about 3 miles. That's because of rubbernecking and cleanup on that northbound side. Northwest side crashed northbound 465 after West 79th. Left lane is closed. Traffic backed up past West 71st Street. And then looking at a crash on the northwest side, it's Michigan Road south of 71st. South side northbound 65 slow. After 465 into the south split because of construction, a delay of 6 minutes. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For a limited time, get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code RADIO for an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
Obama tells the Democrats it's time to toughen up.
Join us Tuesday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Home sales activity is good, but not great. So there are a bunch of homes, if improperly marketed, that are just sitting on the market. Hiring the wrong sales agent, it's going to cost you time. It's going to cost you money. You want to talk to the expert who maximizes equity, sells fast. That's Mark Dietel. Perhaps you're worried that your home needs costly repairs or upgrades before you sell it. Mark Dietel is the only real estate expert trusted and recommended with the sale of your home. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. Just pick your move date. No long-term contracts. Cancel at any time. Kevin and Angela in Greenwood said the big home was too much and it was time for Dad to move into a maintenance-free community, but we needed cash from the home to fund the change. We reached out to the Mark Dietel team, who helped with the entire process from selling belongings to prepping the home for maximum value. We went on the market and sold for $5,000 over asking price in less than 7 days. Call the local Indianapolis agent, trusted and recommended, the agent who guarantees your home sold or he'll buy it. That's Mark Dietel. Good guy. You're going to enjoy the conversation. 317-755-4232. Tell him Tony Cat sent you, or go online and get all the details at markdietel.com. That's Mark Dietel, Dietel, markdietel.com.
Jim Schrader, IT Director for Lakota and SMC Trailers and Viaggio Pontoon Boats, has a solid reason for selecting Applied Innovation.
With companies, the bottom line comes to dollars and cents. It really does. And when we consolidated all our printing needs with Applied, we got rid of all these onesies, twosies, desktops that we were having to take care of and got the big MFPs and strategically placed them.
And with the Applied Innovation Printing Solution,
we're saving about $25,000 a year between the three companies by doing that. And of course, everybody's like, oh, well, what if I need to print privately or this or that? You know, they've helped me set up private print, direct print, coded print, all that stuff.
You're sold on Applied Innovation.
If you're looking for great service, attentiveness, and a fantastic product, Applied is the place to go. Applied is Johnny on the spot, literally.
Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com.
Some things can steal your sunshine.
Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken. Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
He doesn't want the investigations into a former president to stop. Your radar is clear. Heating up 73 degrees on Monument Circle right now, going up to 86. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:31.
We've got to dig in, find out more about it, and when we do, reveal it and make sure, again, there's never a repeat performance.
That's Representative Jeff Van Drew from New Jersey talking to Fox News a couple of minutes ago about former President Joe Biden's rejection, that is, claims of his aides used an auto pen to sign official documents, a denial that Van Drew says raises more questions about who was really making the decisions behind the scenes. At the White House on Monday,
my conversations with him are always very pleasant. They say, isn't that a very lovely conversation? And then the missiles go off that night.
And President Trump talking about his conversations with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Trump is threatening Russia with new penalties and ramping up American weapon sales for Ukraine. Heat and humidity are not going anywhere anytime soon. In Indiana, John Herrick reports on the possibility for storms.
Casey Crosby is a meteorologist with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis. He says the best chances for scattered showers and thunderstorms are on Wednesday and Thursday of this week, but will they be severe?
No, the wind fields are not real strong. It's going to be unstable thanks to all the humidity, but without the lack of stronger winds up in the mid-levels, usually we don't get a whole lot of severe weather. Can't rule out an isolated strong wind gust, but nothing substantial.
He says the whole state should be ready to get more rain this week at some point. John Herrick, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
3 U.S. senators this morning are urging the Trump administration to get behind a push to raise the mandatory retirement age for pilots.
Republican Senator Marsha Blackburn, Senate Majority Leader John Thune, and Democratic Senator Mark Kelly sent a letter to Secretary of State Marco Rubio urging him to advocate at the International Civil Aviation Organization, an agency of the UN, for raising the mandatory pilot retirement age. In 2023, Congress rejected a push that would have raised it from 65 to 67 years old. International rules prevent pilots older than 65 from flying in most countries outside the U.S. The Airline Pilots Association is pushing back on the idea, saying that it could cause airline scheduling and pilot training issues, as well as require reopening pilot contract talks. Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
There's already lots of people that live in Indianapolis, but lots more are coming into the city this week for the WNBA All-Star Game. That's why IMPD Chief Chris Bailey says safety is a big concern.
The entire message was one of peace. If you listen to the entire message and not pick out one word, you're going to see that it was of please help us help the community be better.
Chief Chris Bailey has been criticized by Indianapolis FOP President Rick Snyder about his messaging last week after 2 teenagers were shot and killed in downtown on July 5th. Sports on WIBC is brought to you by Ball State Athletics. Visit ballstatesports.com. Indiana Fever forward Aaliyah Boston returned home to Massachusetts on Monday and was recognized at the State House, where Boston leaders declared July 14, 2025, Aaliyah Boston Day. The Fever played the Connecticut Sun in Boston tonight.
Yeah, it's super special. Every time we play the Sun and we're in Connecticut, my family comes to visit, but I think being literally right down the road is super exciting, and it's a blessing.
And Boston is now the part owner of a pro sports team. She was announced Monday as an investor in the new National Women's Soccer League club, Boston Legacy FC. The Fever tip off the game tonight against the Connecticut Sun at 8 o'clock at TD Garden. The Indiana Pacers lost their summer league game to the Chicago Bulls on Monday night in Las Vegas, but Johnny Furphy gave the crowd something to remember.
Alumni, Jim. I need Buddy to be healthy. Oh my goodness. Cocked it way back. I think we'll see SportsCenter tonight.
And Furphy soared up and thundered the dunk directly over his defender's outstretched arms on NBA TV. Final score 114-105 Chicago. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go. And at WIBC.com at 8:35. Traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Baer.
Clinton County northbound 65 shut down at State Road 28. All lanes are closed because of a vehicle fire. We are backed up for 3 miles. Traffic being diverted at State Road 28. You might want to leave the interstate a little bit earlier to avoid the backup. And that first option is State Road 47. You can pick up US 52 from there. And southbound lanes of 65 also jammed up right now after State Road 38 down to the vehicle fire. That's because of rubbernecking and cleanup up on the other side of the road. Northwest side, northbound 465 crash after 79th, and it's blocking the left lane, slowing us down to 71st. South side, northbound 65 slows 465 up to the south split. That's a 5-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by Ingledow Tree Experts. From storm damage to deep root care, Ingledow Tree Experts keep your tree strong, safe, and beautiful. Call today or visit ingledowtreeexperts.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves 75 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:36.
A diagnosis of Alzheimer's can make it a struggle to communicate with loved ones. This is Tina McIntosh, president of Joyce House and co-host of the Caregiver Crossing radio program. In a moment, I've got a tip which often helps that will be music to your ears. Don't go away.
Cardon & Associates provides residents with the best senior living options and personalized service. Visit cardon.us to find a community near you.
A growing number of studies show the power of music's role in those living with Alzheimer's. The next time a loved one seems to be tuned out, gently place headphones on them or simply turn on one of their favorite songs. Watch their eyes light up, and don't be surprised if they sing along or start chatting about the tune. More tips like this are available anytime at caregivercrossingradio.org. With new weekly content created by Joyce House and distributed in partnership with Network Indiana, we're an on-air and online support group for Hoosier family caregivers. Hear conversations with experts, access a library of online education, and more at caregivercrossingradio.org.
From storm damage to deep root care, Ingledow Tree Experts keep your trees strong, safe, and beautiful. Call today or visit ingledowtreeexperts.com.
How bad is it?
Don't sugarcoat it. Give it to me straight.
Want coffee?
I think I need some coffee.
Time to fill up on the news. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Dow futures down 86. NASDAQ futures up 105. Oil prices down a little, 66.95 on the West Texas crude. The Brent crude at 69.26 and the 10-year Treasury at 4.423. None of that is the story. The story is that inflation ticked up. 2.7% is where we're at. And you're like, wait, that doesn't seem like a lot. I don't disagree. Doesn't seem like a lot. I'm talking about a trend story. And I'll be getting into this with Dr. Matt Will on Tony Katz today at noon. If I take a look at all items, inflation went up 0.3. It was up 0.1 in May. It was up 0.2 in April. So if I go back to March, actually I go back to January, up 0.5, February up 0.2, March down 0.1, April up 0.2, May at 0.1, now June at 0.3. Scratch my, you can't scratch a Von Reist watch. What are you talking about? I hit it against the microphone, but it did not scratch. I love these people. So we're seeing a little bit of wave, sometimes up, sometimes down. But it is 3 months of up. And 0.3 is a number that one can look at. And you take a look at the CPI, the core, I should say. And the core is up 0.2. You can argue that inflation is up. Not as much as one would think with tariffs. Again, that holds true. But it is up. Let's see how the market moves on this information. It's not the end of the world, but it ain't great. And you are now left with the question of, well, all these people who want to get rid of Jerome Powell, chairman of the Federal Reserve, they want him to lower interest rates. He won't lower interest rates. He's the problem. What do you say? How do you go about engaging this conversation? What do you now say to Jerome Powell if inflation is ticking back up a little? And we haven't even gotten into manufacturing stuff. Again, I'll remind that the jobs report, people said the jobs report was fine. E.J. Antoni from Heritage said it was more good than not. I saw it differently, and I'm not going to argue with the economist E.J. Antoni. I will say this. State and local jobs, government jobs, were up by the tens of thousands, and manufacturing was down by 7,000. I'm not an expert, just an observer. That does not seem healthy at all or in any way. I will dig into this on Tony Katz today at noon. Tony Katz, that is me. Y'all, 93 WIBC, good morning. When the power goes out, you need a plan. And that plan starts with a call to Generator Supercenter and getting your free estimate on a Generac automatic standby generator for your home. We have had the rainstorms come through, and it has knocked out all the power. You have experienced it yourself. You have seen tens of thousands of people without power for days. Do you want to be one of those people? What is your plan in ensuring you're not one of those people? It is talking to Generator Supercenter today, visiting that showroom at 96 and 69 and seeing what a Generac automatic standby generator can do for your home, getting the free estimate, letting Generator Supercenter come to your home and show you how it's going to lay out, how it's going to connect to your system, so when the power goes out, boom, the power immediately comes back on. Talk to Generator Supercenter today. And financing available, low monthly payments, the 24-hour monitoring. Generator Supercenter has got you covered. 317-827-0808. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-827-0808. Generator Supercenter. 317-827-0808.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Hey, just a heads up, the Social Security Administration just announced they're now projected to run out of money 1 year earlier than expected. Your benefits could be cut by as much as 23%, and the average person could lose more than $100,000 in lifetime income. Discover how you could get every penny that's rightfully yours with a free Social Security analysis from Bill Demery, your retirement guy in Indy.
So, if you've saved more than $200,000 but have not yet filed for Social Security, schedule that free analysis right now. Just call 317-648-5120. This is not some off-the-shelf report. This is a customized analysis that could help you get every penny out of your Social Security. And it's free. Call Bill Demery, 317-648-5120. 317-648-5120. Bill Demery, your retirement guy.
Traffic on the 5s and Matt Bear, what do we know?
All right, Tony. Clinton County, northbound 65 shut down at State Road 28 because of a vehicle fire. We're stopped from 3.5 miles from that interchange right now where we're being diverted at State Road 28. Southbound lanes of I-65 coming down from Lafayette also slow after State Road 38 down to the vehicle fire on the other side of the interstate. That's some rubbernecking happening there. And on the northwest side, it's a crash. Northbound 465 after 79th. The left lane is closed. Northbound 465 slow slow into the I-65 interchange from West 56th Street. South side, northbound 65 slow before Keystone Avenue into the south split because of construction delayed 6 minutes. And westbound 70 after rural timing over the flyover ramp to Meridian Street Penn. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now with Dream Baths by B, get 2 bathroom remodels for the price of 1, plus a free entry door and 24-month savings cash with 0 interest. Trust a local, just employee owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
74 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:46.
Oh, man, I think it'd be super cool to go to Symphony on the Prairie and check out Tusk, which is the Fleetwood Mac tribute band. And if you're a AAA member, you get big savings on those summer night concerts. 20% off tickets to any show. AAA saving you money on outdoor music and vacations.
Going to Symphony on the Prairie? Always fun. Same with going on vacation. And AAA members, you save when you have a AAA membership. You get vacation discounts, hotels, rental cars, and even complimentary travel planning. Plus, if you're running into trouble out on the road, AAA has you covered. Flat tire, dead battery, lock your keys in the car, whatever. AAA is there 24/7, 365, no matter where your travels take you. So do yourself a favor. Join AAA today or buy somebody you love a membership. Visit AAA.com or give them a call at 844-GO. AAA Go, or stop by any AAA office.
Yeah, I have no idea what the heck is going on right now. I mean, I did a whole little dance for the live stream, but that's about it. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. It's time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is that television theme song? Here's how we play our game. Producer Carl picks a television theme song from yesteryear. I have to guess what it is. The chat room is very conflicted. But I have a 50-50 shot on this. Is this the theme to the Newlywed Game? Wow. See, that's weird. I remember the show, not the theme. Which is weird.
Just think of the times when you first made Whoopi. And we're not talking about Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi. Whoopi. That's right. Whoopi was the was the word that was allowed by the censors. Doing it? No, not allowed by the censors. Bounce chicka bounce bounce, not allowed by the censors. But Whoopi, totally allowed by the censors. By the way, the only person I can think of in my life who still uses the word whoopee, Casey Daniels. Something tells me that's a word that actually comes into her lexicon from time to time. I'm putting money on it. Putting money on it. Cash dollars. Right there. Tony Katz today at noon. We will go over these inflation numbers. What do we think we mean? And the victory of MAHA, Make America Healthy Again, which I do believe is a very, very large victory. Also, the Supreme Court saying to President Trump, absolutely you could shrink the Department of Education. A 6-3 decision to which the liberal justices are up in arms and apoplectic. But that's their problem. That is absolutely their problem and their issue. You can't reduce the size of the Department of Education. You could reduce it too much and then nobody will be able to use it, and that's not what your mandate is. Hold up, hold up, hold up, and hold up. The number of people in a department, that's what we're discussing? What if one person can run a department better than another person? What if one management style means more can be done with less and you can reduce by 30 people? You shouldn't. You want to know why government is inefficient? Take a look at the dissent in this ruling. That is something else. I will get into that on Tony Katz today at noon. And yeah, I would like to be done with the whole Epstein conversation. You know where I'm at. Of course, these files should be released. And of course, the people being upset with Pam Bondi makes complete and total sense. And President Trump's defense of Bondi and telling everybody to stop talking about Epstein was a mistake. He misread the situation. He got it wrong. Doesn't happen often. He got it wrong. But now there's a bigger story here. Let's take a look at all the people who told you, yeah, you shouldn't be paying attention. What's in it for them? I argued that they misread this situation like so-called conservatives did when they said, you can't vote for Trump. We're conservatism, and we'll tell you who's really an acceptable vote. Man, misread on misread, and they believed in their own power. Is that what we're seeing now? The influencers believing in their own power? I'm unimpressed. Oh, I get that they've got larger audiences than I do and so many more followers on social media. I'm unimpressed. Because is this how you get to all those followers? How much level of whoring oneself out possibly is there? Or is that actually it? Is there something else at play? Certainly I'm watching how the whether it's the MAGA base or people on the political right or independents or moderates, Americans are being treated by these people on these subjects, and it doesn't add up. It doesn't add up to respect. It adds up to, you shut up and listen, I'll tell you what's good for you. You know, maybe I'd have more followers. Maybe I'd have more money. But if it involves, hey, here's what's right, I'm going to do exactly the opposite of it, and that way there's great opportunity, I don't know how one sleeps at night. So I'm just going to keep doing this, build as we're building, and appreciate you guys for being here, which I do each and every day. Matt Baer, he is in the WIBC Traffic Center. He has got traffic. I will catch you guys at noon. See you then. What's up, Matt?
All right, Tony. Clinton County northbound 65 is closed at State Road 28 because of a vehicle fire. That's where traffic is being diverted right now at State Road